चल मोटू मस्त मजा आएगा रोज वर्कआउट करेंगे। लड़कियां नहीं आती एकदम मस्त खाली खाली रहता है।
हमारे में आती है ऐसा सुबह
लड़कियां
मोदी जी थोड़ा सा घबरा गए क्या? बेटा अगर इलेक्शन में खड़े मतलब इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट ऑलरेडी आ चुका है। Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, when a cigarette which can kill you is sold openly, but when a girl मतलब से कोई डाइट बहुत किसी का होता है। ये डाइट तो क्यों ना देखा पाए।
स्टार्ट ठीक है
उधर थोड़ी बोले देखो ये चेरी जगह बना बिठार के सामान मत
Hey guys, be patient. We will be starting in a minute. Let everybody join. Till then, if you can turn on your cameras, irrespective of your background. Just a second. And the meeting will be recorded and will be shared on YouTube later. So I am recording it from my end. You don't have to ask for meeting recording. I'll just share in once the meeting gets over on YouTube. Okay, then be patient and we will be starting in a minute. Please give me a check that audio is properly audible. Okay, cool.
नाही असं काय नाही म्हणलं मग असं कधीच नाही म्हणलं मम्मीला माहिती आहे मला कसं काम आहे म्हणून. हो निखिल बी ते येते मी तिला म्हणतोय घरी बस त्या दिवशी का म्हणजे
Certainly, only so by
थोडस काम काम काय रे कशी बोलतेस पगली वगली झालीस का ते मस्त
Guys, we could wait for 5 more minutes. Then we're gonna start with the introduction. And तब तक आप लोग चैट पे लिख दो कि आप कहाँ से हो, क्या किया है, आईटी में हो, नॉन टेक बैकग्राउंड से हो, नॉन टेक बैकग्राउंड से हो, फ्रेशर हो। आप मेंशन करो तो मुझे समझ आएगा कि मेरे को बिल्कुल ग्राउंड लेवल से समझाना है या मैं थोड़ा ऊपर से समझा सकता हूँ।
अरे यार ये कुछ बोल रहा है सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है क्या?
It seems like majority of you are from non-tech background, and some of them are from tech as well. Mumbai, software developer Mysore. You can start from ground level. Okay, brother. It will be just an introduction to what is data analytics, how it came, and what are the job roles and all. And followed by हम क्या कर रहे होंगे, हम एक एक पैंडास पे, जिसको हम पाइथन का सबसे बेसिक लाइब्रेरी मानते हैं। अगर पाइथन किसी को नहीं भी आती होगी, वो आज थोड़ा बहुत सीख लेगा कि कैसे डाउनलोड करते हैं, कैसे क्या करते हैं। तो हम एक लास्ट में एक डेमो रख रहे होंगे कि हाँ, हम कैसे एक रिपोर्ट प्रिपेयर करते हैं, एक बेसिक रिपोर्ट एक डेटा एनालिस्ट प्रिपेयर करता है। बिना उसमें ज़्यादा कुछ है इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, क्योंकि इनका इन द कमिंग सेशंस आप ज़्यादा एक्सप्लोर कर रहे होगे। आज के सेशंस जो हमारा है बेसिकली फोकस्ड ऑन द कोर पार्ट, कि क्या डेटा एनालिस्ट है, और इसमें हम कैसे क्या एक्सप्लोर कर रहे होंगे, क्या 9 एसेंशियल्स स्किल्स है जो डेटा एनालिस्ट के पास होने चाहिए, डेटा एनालिस्ट करता क्या है डे टू डे लाइफ में। और इसके अलावा हम बस एक चीज़ ये कंफर्म कर रहे होंगे कि हम एक डेमो और एक प्रोजेक्ट में आपको ऐसे शो कर सकता हूँ, बट एक डेमो हम सब कर रहे होंगे, और आपको वो करके एक सबमिशन फॉर्म भेजूंगा। रात तक वो आप करके हमें वापस करोगे। तो उससे क्या होगा कि आप भी हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस आपके पास भी होगा। अगर जो नॉन टेक बैकग्राउंड से है वो भी वो सीख सकते हैं कि वो मतलब 3 से 4 लाइन के वो प्रोग्राम है, 3 से 4 लाइन आप उस प्रोग्राम को करके आप एक रिपोर्ट प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हो विद इन 5 to 6 minutes. So it will be much of an journey. So be connected. We will start in few minutes. हमारे पास 250 एनरोलमेंट्स आई थी, अभी 85 लोगों ने ज्वाइन किया। बस सब कुछ, लेट्स मार्क द 100, देन वी विल ज्वाइन। द सेशन विल बी अराउंड, अब हमारा कोई फिक्स टाइमिंग तो होता नहीं है, हमें जब तक जिनको समझ नहीं आएगा हम तब तक चलाएंगे, बट वी कैन कॉल इट एज 1 and 1.5 hour। अगर आपको लंबा चाहिए तो हम 4-4 5-5 घंटे भी सेशन लेते हैं। जब तक किसी को ना समझ आए, आप बीच में तो मत रोकना, बट आप हैंड रेज कर सकते हो या चैट में लिख सकते हो, तो हम वापस उसको रिआइटरेट कर रहे होंगे उसी टाइम पे। बाय द वे, मैं अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दे देता हूँ। मैं अभय, आई एम अभय प्रसाद। आई वर्क एट Mintonix. I have a teaching experience of more than 5 years down the line in tech as well as in non-tech background. I have worked in Samsung for 1.5 years, and I have also worked with another data analytics company called Endgate Global in Bangalore. So मेरे को ground experiences भी है और मेरे को online experiences भी है। और सबसे ज़्यादा मेरे को अगर देखा जाए तो मेरे को 5 से 6 years हो गए अब पढ़ा रहा हूँ मैं स्टूडेंट्स को। तो और मैं guys, please mute yourself when the session is going on. When you have any questions, then you can turn on your mic and say. And if you are comfortable with the camera, you can turn on your camera as well.
Hi, Abhay.
Hi, brother. You can communicate. Guys, I
This is
want
Ashish.
two-way communication, so you can communicate as well until and unless we are starting.
I just wanted to know,
Yes.
am I audible?
Yes, you're properly audible.
How many sessions we will conduct in this course?
See, this is a course where we have, this is an introductory session, which will include a little of introduction and the panda side of it. Then the next session will be of SQL, which will be taken by Harshita. SQL, then we need one tool for data analysis, right? Either
Oh,
either it is Power BI or Tableau. Most probably it will be Power BI only. So one session of SQL, one session of Power BI. And if you guys ask for Excel as well, so we will be keeping an webinar on advanced Excel and Excel basics. Is there anything else we can help out? You guys suggest? We can.
तो जो SQL होगा वो भी आज ही होगा या उसके लिए
वो
अलग सेशन
वो एक आज सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन होगा और इसके बारे में डिटेल्स में बताया जाएगा कि आप करते क्या होगा। अगर जब आप इंटरव्यू भी दे रहे होगे ना, तो आपसे पूछा जाएगा कि आप डेटा एनालिस्ट में क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हो, क्या आपके पास स्किल्स है। तो ये कुछ मैंडेटरी स्किल्स है या कुछ मैंडेटरी रोड मैप्स है या क्लैरिटी है जो हम आज दे रहे होंगे। साथ ही साथ हम एक डेमो प्रोग्राम करके दिखा रहे होंगे जिसमें 3 से 4 लाइन की ही कोड लगेगी। और मैं प्रॉपर बता रहा हूँ कि लोअर लेवल से कैसे पाइथन इंस्टॉल करते हैं, कैसे पाइथन को या हम यूज़ कर रहे होंगे, कैसे हम एक रिपोर्ट जस्ट 5 से 6 लाइंस में हम एक रिपोर्ट प्रिपेयर करके उसको समझा रहे होंगे तो आज हम बस एक ओवरव्यू के साथ साथ एक डेमो कर रहे होंगे। इसके बाद जो एसक्यूएल सेशन है, एसक्यूएल सेशन में हम, प्लीज गाइस म्यूट योरसेल्फ। इसके बाद जो एसक्यूएल वाली सेशन है, उस सेशन में हम क्या कर रहे होंगे, आपको प्रॉपर एसक्यूएल के बेसिक से लेके जो भी नीडेड होते हैं, जैसे आप जॉइंस हो गया, इनर जॉइन, लोअर जॉइन, आउटर जॉइन, विंडो फंक्शंस, ये सारे सिखा रहे होंगे आपको हर्षिता दीदी। तो तब तक आप क्या करोगे, आप जब अगर आपके बिल्कुल ही नॉन टेक बैकग्राउंड है, तब तक आप क्या कर रहे होगे, जैसे अगली सेशन अगर एसक्यूएल होने वाली है तो आप वीडियोस, हम वीडियोस फॉरवर्ड कर देंगे मेल पे आपको। आप वो 2 से 3 वीडियोस देख लोगे ताकि आप भी बेंचमार्क पे आ जाओगे कि हाँ, आपको बिल ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप फर्स्ट टाइम व्यू कर रहे हो या फर्स्ट टाइम आज वाली सेशन।
नहीं नहीं, मेरे को थोड़ी बहुत नॉलेज है इसमें,
हाँ
ज्यादा
बस, सिर्फ आपकी बात
ऐसे।
नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मतलब जनरलाइज में बता रहा
जी
हूँ।
जी जी।
बहुत बहुत बैकग्राउंड से लोग हैं नॉन टेक टेक।
या
हाँ, तो टच किन का ऐसा भी होगा जो कॉलेज बहुत पीछे छूट गया, तो टच छूट गया होगा, तो वो रिवैम्प करने के लिए 1 2 4 वीडियोस देखने जरूरी होते हैं। सो हम वो भी प्रोवाइड कर रहे होंगे, और बेसिकली 3 to 4 सेशंस आप लेके चलो। वीकली होगा क्योंकि ड्यू टू सैटरडे संडे वाली बहुत लोग हैं जो जॉब कर रहे हैं, तो उनको सैटरडे संडे ईज पड़ता है।
हेलो, हाँ, थैंक
हाँ
यू
हेलो,
फॉर एवरीथिंग एंड थैंक यू फॉर कंडक्टिंग दिस।
मच
मेरे
ऑब्लाइज।
मेनली तीन, यस, मेनली 3 पॉइंट्स थे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आप दोनों टेक और नॉन टेक का लेके चल रहे हो, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वुड बी टेलिंग द बेसिक्स कि कहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है
हाँ हाँ
नॉन टेक वालों को, एंड सेकंड वुड बी कि जो ऑलरेडी टेक में एग्जिस्ट करते हैं वो कैसे अपना हाइक ले सकते हैं, या फिर जैसे वो कॉलेज से निकल रहे हैं फ्रेशली, हाउ दे कैन गेट ओवर 20 LP इन दैट डोमेन। ये
बिल्कुल।
मेरा एक फर्स्ट पॉइंट था। सेकंड पॉइंट मेरा ये था कि यू आर कवरिंग पैंडास, एसक्यूएल, पावर बीआई, वेरी वेरी नाइस, मच नीडेड। बट मेरा एक सजेशन था कि इफ यू कैन कवर क्लाउड टेक्नोलॉजी, सेशन ऑन क्लाउड टेक्नोलॉजीज की, जो हमारे पास डेटा है, हम लोकली तो अपने सिस्टम्स में कर लेते हैं सारे मैनिपुलेशंस, बट हाउ डू वी गिव इट टू अ क्लाइंट और इन अ कंपनी की वो वर्कफ्लो कैसे बनता है, प्रॉपर क्लाउड पाइपलाइन वेयर वी सेंड द डेटा द वन वी हैव वर्कड ऑन।
Got your point, buddy.
या,
There is a thing that we have launched, that internship, if you know. So अभी ये वेबिनार सेशंस में या 1 घंटे के सेशंस में या 2 घंटे के सेशंस में हम क्लाउड तो इंट्रोड्यूस कर ही नहीं सकते, क्योंकि उसके लिए आपको प्रॉपर बैठना होगा, आप नोट्स बना रहे होंगे, आप बैठ के उसको प्रैक्टिस कर रहे होगे, हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस, तभी आप उसको प्रैक्टिस कर पा रहे होगे जाके अपने भी किसी भी क्लाइंट के साथ। सो आप उसके लिए अगर आप फिजिबल हो तो आप ऑफलाइन इंटर्नशिप्स में भी आ सकते हो। फॉर्म तो आपको फॉर्म दिया गया है, ये आप चेक कर सकते हो इंस्टाग्राम पे, या फिर आप ऑनलाइन इंटर्नशिप्स में भी आ सकते हो। उसमें हमारे जो ट्रेनर्स हैं, वो ट्रेनर्स क्लाउड बेस्ड ट्रेनर्स हैं, उन्होंने उनको 10 10 12 12 सालों का एक्सपीरियंस है, तो वो आपको वहाँ पे जो पढ़ा रहे होंगे, वो वहाँ जो सिखा रहे होंगे, ज़्यादा हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस हो पाएगा रादर देन अ वेबिनार। वेबिनार में हम जो कर सकते हैं वो ये कर सकते हैं कि एक जनरलाइज पिक्चर हम प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हैं, और उसके साथ साथ आप ये हम कर सकते हैं कि आप अगर अगर खुद से 5 कदम दौड़ना चाहते हो तो हम आपको और पुश कर सकते हैं कि हाँ, ये होता है डेटा एनालिसिस, ऐसे करते हैं, और इस तरह से आप कर सकते हो। इसके बाद जो हम रिसोर्सेज दे रहे होंगे, उस रिसोर्सेज से आप अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे, उस रिसोर्सेज से आप अगर आप उसको जितने भी जितने डेटा एनालिस्ट वही है सर, जितना आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे, जितने आप डैशबोर्ड बना रहे होंगे, जितना आपका कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स बेटर हो रहा होगा, आप उतना ब्रशअप कर रहे होगे, आपको उतनी ज्यादा पैकेजेस मिल रही होंगी। फॉर अ 20 LP a cloud is not enough, I am telling you, for a 20 LP you should have advanced Excel, you should have a Power Query, you should know how to use Power Flow, you should know how to use Power Automate। तो जो आपकी एसेंशियलिटीज है, अभी हम जो कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव एसेंशियलिटीज की बात कर रहे हैं, वो हाँ, वो बेसिक 9 एसेंशियल चीजों में टूटी हुई है। तो हम उसके अलावा जो अगर 20 LPA का आपका टारगेट है, या सपोज 15 LPA टारगेट है, तो उसके हिसाब से आपको जैसे बिजनेस एक्यूमेन है, कैक, रोआस, एबिटा, ये सारी जो चीजें हैं वो आपको आनी चाहिए। साथ ही साथ कंपनीज क्या करती है, जैसे केपीएमजी, डेलोइट, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, ये जो
Then sir, you will you conduct these things in this?
क्या क्या सर,
आप ये सब कंडक्ट करेंगे इसमें, एबिटा, रोएस?
वो मैं समझा सकता हूँ, बट उसके लिए क्या करना है ना, देखो मैं बता रहा हूँ, अगर आपको बिल्कुल डेप्थ में चाहिए कि हाँ आप देखो, ये ना एक दिन का एक एक टॉपिक, एक एक दिन का टॉपिक, तो
या
इट विल नीड अ टेन्योर ऑफ एटलीस्ट 3 months, राइट। आप किसी आपको मैं अगर ऐसे बोलूं कि हाँ, अगर आपकी तबीयत खराब हुई है तो नहीं, आप 5 मिनट में ठीक हो जाओ, तो ऐसा नहीं होता ना, यू नीड सम टाइम टू क्योर। तो ये भी
राइट राइट।
ऐसा चीज है कि यू विल नीड अ स्पैन ऑफ एटलीस्ट 3 months टू गेट
Hello, sir. I have
डाइजेस्ट।
a question, sir.
या करेक्ट।
Sir, मैं अर्जुन हूँ from West Bengal. I'm pursuing MBA. I think the last semester is on in just few days after.
ओके।
सर मेरा एक सवाल था कि मैं आज का सेशन तो कर लूंगा मतलब लेकिन वो एग्जाम है ना 27 जून तक चलेगा, तो आप जो इंटर्नशिप के बारे में बोल रहे थे,
जुलाई से
तो वो
स्टार्ट।
इंटर्नशिप जुलाई से स्टार्ट
हाँ,
होगी।
जुलाई जो है हमारा इंटर्नशिप का स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है। जुलाई में जो भी आप अप्लाई कर रहे होगे आपको ऑफर लेटर्स दिए जा रहे होंगे। उसके बाद जुलाई में आपका जो प्रेप मगअप है, प्रेप मगअप में हम क्या कर रहे होंगे, आपका जो भी आप जहाँ पे भी आप अभी स्टैंड कर रहे हो वहां से सबको एक सेम सिमिलर लेवल पे लाने के लिए हम प्रेप मगअप करवा रहे हैं। प्रेप मगअप में क्या होगा, आपको आपके पास वीडियोस जा रहे होंगे, रिसोर्सेज जा रहे होंगे, अलग अलग टूल्स के लिंक्स जा रहे होंगे, प्रोजेक्ट्स जा रहे होंगे। तो आप उन वीडियोस को देख रहे होगे, टूल्स को यूज कर रहे होगे, प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाने के ट्राई कर रहे होगे। आप बने ना बने वो मैटर नहीं करता, कम से कम आप ट्राई कर रहे होगे। आप उसको कहीं गिटहब पे सर्च कर रहे होगे, क्लोन करना सीख रहे होगे। तो आप एक लेवल तक आओगे जहां से फिर आप जनरलाइज करके हम आगे आपको बढ़ा सकते हैं। तो जुलाई पूरा 1 मंथ जो होगा उसमें बीच में लाइव सेशंस भी होंगे, बाय हर्षिता, बाय नितेश, बाय मी। सो उसमें क्या होगा कि आप जब यहाँ पहुंच चुके हो एक पॉइंट ऑफ स्टेज पे जहाँ पे आपको सब अब समझ में आने लगा है कि हाँ बैकग्राउंड क्या है, फिर वो इंट्रोडक्टरी नहीं होता है, फिर होता है कि हाँ अब हम
मानव के फोन पे कर,
हाँ अब हम जंप
उनके
जंप
फोन
अप
पे
कर
कर
सकते
जरा।
हैं कि हाँ हम ये बता रहे हैं कि हाँ चलो अब
स्टार्टिंग।
आज
सर मैं एक और चीज पूछ रहा था सर, आज के बाद भी तो आप बोल रहे थे ना कि हर दिन
हर
एक सेशन होगा,
हर दिन
तो
नहीं,
अगर वो मैं, हाँ सर,
हर वीक एक सेशन है, 3 वीक तक एक
हर
सेशन।
वीक एक सेशन है सर, अगर वो वीक्स का अगर मैं अटेंड ना कर पाऊँ बिकॉज ऑफ द एग्जाम, सर हम मुझको क्या अलग से कोई वीडियो मिलेगा उसका, मतलब मेरे मेल में?
हाँ ये सारे वीडियोस जो हम ट्रेनिंग अभी वेबिनार चल रहा है ना, ये रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है बैकएंड से। तो अब यही रिकॉर्डिंग्स हम यूट्यूब पे भी पोस्ट कर रहे होंगे, तो आप
ओके
यूट्यूब
सर।
चेक कर सकते हो। जैसे ही अभी ये खत्म होगा ना तो ये कल सुबह तक या मोस्ट प्रोबेबली शाम तक यूट्यूब में पोस्ट हो जाएगा। तो अगर आपको ऐसे
परफेक्ट सर,
अगर कहीं
परफेक्ट।
से कट ऑफ हो जाए या किसी का नेटवर्क इशू है तो वो जाके यूट्यूब पे इसको चेक कर सकता है। और
लास्ट
पर्सनल
चार्ट भी बता दिया उनको, 8815।
सर इसमें आगे बिगिन करते हैं और इसमें फाइनली सेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं। मेरा बस ये था कि आपने कहा था क्लाउड इतना डेप्थ वाला वो है, हम उसको नहीं समझा पाएंगे एक इसमें, तो आपने इंटर्नशिप रिकमेंड करी थी।
हाँ
बट
करेक्ट।
जो 20 LPA वाला जो आप कोर्स गाइडलाइन बना रहे हो उसमें सब ना कवर करते हुए एक तरह से आप की वर्ड्स और की टर्म्स कवर कर देना एक बार एक सेशन में, जिससे वी हैव अ बेसिक आइडिया कि हमें किस साइड में सर्च करना है। आपको आप कुछ चीज गूगल पे तभी सर्च कर पाओगे जब आपको पता होगा कि आपको क्या सर्च
करेक्ट
करना है।
करेक्ट।
तो जस्ट गिव अस अ रोड मैप, शॉर्ट रोड मैप। फिर
हम्म।
उसमें डेप्थ में जब हमें जाना होगा टू गेट दैट 20+ और 30+ LPA, वी वुड जस्ट सर्च दोस कीवर्ड्स एंड
आप
फिर हम उसमें
हम्म,
डेप्थ में जाएंगे।
आप क्या करो, आज का सेशन आप पूरा सुन लो। अगर आपको फिर भी कोई क्वेश्चन बचता है, ठीक है, अकॉर्डिंग टू
राइट।
मैप एंड ऑल, तो आप फिर एक बार मेरे को लास्ट में पूछना। और हम ट्राई करेंगे कि जो हमारा लास्ट सेशन होगा जिसमें हम सारे टॉपिक्स को कवर कर चुके होंगे, उस सेशन में हम पूरी प्रॉपर जैसे आपकी नीड्स भी क्लियर हो कि 20 LP का क्या बन सकता है, 15 LP का क्या बन सकता है, हम कैसे उस रोड मैप पे अचीव कर रहे होंगे, उसके कीवर्ड्स क्या हो सकते हैं, या हम कैसे सर्च करके उसको आगे बढ़े, वो हम सारा केटर कर रहे होंगे उस टाइम।
राइट
हाय
सर, तो
नितीश, सूर्य हियर।
लेट्स बिगिन, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि काफी लोग अपने डाउट पूछते ही रहेंगे। तो थैंक
हाँ
यू
हाँ,
फॉर ऑल द क्लैरिफिकेशंस एंड लेट्स बिगिन।
चलो लेट्स।
Nitish, I have one last doubt if you can clarify
या
first.
आस।
Yeah, so the thing is, मैंने बहुत सारे जगह से R&D किया
हम्म
कि एक नॉन टेक बैकग्राउंड से अगर आप डेटा एनालिस्ट में जाते हो
हम्म
तो आपको मेजरली क्या क्या चाहिए। सो व्हाट आई गॉट इज MS एक्सेल, SQL,
हम्म।
पाइथन एंड पावर BI और टैबल्यू,
करेक्ट।
राइट। सो मुझे हर एक चीज से थोड़ा बहुत ही आता है,
हम्म
but the only thing is I'm not able to get any proper roadmap for any kind of question or courses. अभी रिसेंटली मैंने एक लिंक्डइन में क्वेश्चन देखा था जो कि अमेजोन से डेटा एनालिस्ट के रोल के लिए था, जहाँ
हम्म।
पे वो कुछ ऐसे सवाल पूछे थे जैसे कि उबर में जो जो ड्राइवर्स के ज्यादा कैंसिलेशन रेशियो है उसको हम कैसे निकाल सकते हैं, हमारे पास एक कंप्लीट डेटाबेस है। तो उसमें उन्होंने वो जो सोल्यूशन लिखा गया था उसमें जिस तरीके की क्वेरी लिखी गई थी SQL
हम्म
के थ्रू,
हम्म।
ऐसा बहुत सारा मुझे कीवर्ड मिला जो कि मेरे रिसर्च किए गए रोडमैप पे नहीं है। सो
ऐसे
मैं बस
तो
ये
ऐसे तो
जानना
ऐसे तो देखो, कीवर्ड लाइब्रेरी तो बहुत है, ठीक है। आप
बिल्कुल हाँ।
पहले आप पहले किसी एक कोर्स को या किसी भी एक मतलब आप जिस भी चीज पे प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो आप उसको पूरा एंड टू एंड खत्म करो। और सबका एनालिसिस का स्टाइल अपना होता है। तो आप किसी भी अदर अदर एनालिसिस को आप अपने साथ कंपेयर नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि हर एक बंदे कुछ अलग यूज करते हैं। अगर आप कोई टेंसरफ्लो यूज कर रहा है, कोई पैंडास यूज कर रहा है, कोई कुछ और यूज कर रहा है, तो सर आपका कीवर्ड हमेशा किसी और से डिफरेंट होगा। तो सो हम कोड इंस्पायर कर सकते हैं बट हम कोड कॉपी नहीं कर सकते।
ओके, मेरा सवाल ये था बस कि ये जो सेशंस आप लेने वाले हैं, इस सेशंस में ऐसा कोई मदद मिल सकता है क्या, जिसमें एक बेसिक अगर आप रोड मैप हर एक टॉपिक का बता दें, जैसे कि एसक्यूएल का या पाइथन का, जो कि किसी भी फ्रेशर्स के लिए, एक्सपीरियंस के लिए, टेकी के लिए, नॉन टेकीज के लिए एक मतलब हेल्पफुल रोड मैप हो जाए, ताकि ये बेसिक है, आपको इतना तो पढ़ना ही है।
मैं एक ड्राइव लिंक शेयर कर दूंगा आफ्टर द मीटिंग, जिसमें प्रॉपर एक रोड मैप दिया है। आप उस रोड मैप को अगर 45 डेज फॉलो करते हो प्रॉपर ऑनेस्टी से, तो आप यू विल लैंड। सो अब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं विद द
थैंक यू।
एंड यू गाइस पे अटेंशन, और प्लीज अपनी जब आपको कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना हो तो हैंड रेस करना, माइक से थोड़ा ये बंद करके रखना। जब तक आपको कुछ समझ ना आए या कुछ मिस हो जाए, तो यू कैन टेल मी लेटर ऑन, आई विल रिवैम्प इट। So, once again, welcome to the introductory session of Data Analyst by Mentorix. I am Abhay, and the next hour we will gonna explore the data analyst key skills and the introductory part of data analyst. What is the industry needs as per now? So, the data analyst and data scientist are two different profile. If you don't know, data analyst is a very different profile, and data scientist is a very different profile. First of all, we should clear the misconceptions. So from 2019 to 2029, we have observed that data analyst has grown by the potential of 31%. So why it is needed? Because first of all, the question arises, what is data analytics? तो अगर आपको, आप में से किसी को पता है कि what is data analytics, आप बता सकते हो।
May I?
हाँ, you may.
Thank
It
you.
will be an
So,
interactive session, guys. I will not the one who is only speaking. You guys can also in between interact when I ask.
so data analysis is something, it's a big need of any business in terms of showing the profit and loss, in terms of showing the sales and, product and details, everything. So a role of data analyst is like pulling the data from a database and cleaning it and preparing a report to showcase the business persons in a manner so that the individuals can understand what kind of data, I mean, reports are available involved in that report or something like that.
You are correct. You are correct. I totally agree with you. But to be precise, the roles and responsibilities are the second thing. What is data first? Data is a raw form of information, right? So we can see data everywhere in the world. We have nearly about 3.9 million, 9 billion database. So it is a raw form of information. How we are getting insights and impacts from that, that is done by a data analyst. A data analyst professional is mainly focused on a business question. दैट इफ यू आर हैविंग अ शॉप, अगर आपके पास एक शॉप है, अगर आप मोबाइल सेल कर रहे हो और आपको ऑनलाइन आपके पास ऑनलाइन इनवॉइसेस है, तो आपके पास एक क्वेश्चन होगा कि आपका कौन सा जो प्रोडक्ट है वो सबसे अच्छा प्रेजेंस है मार्केट में, आपकी कौन सी जो प्रोडक्ट है वो नॉन परफॉर्मिंग है, आपका कौन सा प्रोडक्ट है जो आप ये कर रहे हो, लिस्ट कर रहे हो और वो ऑनलाइन ज़्यादा सेल हो रहा है। ऑडियो नॉट ऑडिबल? एम आई नॉट ऑडिबल?
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes, you're audible.
आपका कौन सा प्रोडक्ट है जो आप मार्केट में फिजिबिलिटी से रन कर रहा है, आपके कौन से प्रोडक्ट है जो वुमेन्स ज्यादा खरीद रही है, वो आपके कौन से प्रोडक्ट है जो मेंस ज्यादा खरीद रहे हैं। ये हम पहले भी कर रहे थे। ये जो भी अगर बिजनेस नॉन कन्वेंशनल बिजनेसेस है, जैसे अब आप बेसिक मार्केट में जा रहे होगे, वहाँ के बिजनेसेस है, वो अभी भी कर रहे हैं। बट वो क्या कर रहे हैं, वो मैनुअली अपने रजिस्टर्स के थ्रू कर रहे हैं। अब हम डेटा एनालिस्ट प्रोफेशनल्स इसलिए बन गए हैं क्योंकि अब हमारे पास आ गया ऑनलाइन डेटा। ऑनलाइन डेटा मतलब अगर हमारे पास ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट्स की डेटा है, हमारे पास हाउसिंग की डेटा है, हमारे पास रियल एस्टेट्स की डेटा है, हमारे पास हर जगह के डेटा है। अगर आप एक टैप भी कर रहे हो अपने फ़ोन पे, तो वो एक डेटा कन्वर्जन होता है लॉग में, वो लॉग अपलोड होता है गूगल में, गूगल शेयर्स दैट डेटा विद द कंपनीज। आपको पर्सनलाइज ऐड आ रहे होंगे। अगर आप वॉशिंग मशीन सर्च कर रहे हो, अब कभी वॉशिंग मशीन खरीदने का सोच रहे हो, तो आपको 5 से 10 मिनट के बाद वॉशिंग मशीन का ऐड आने लगेगा। कैसे आ रहा है वो? हाउ द एड ऑडियंस इज प्रोजेक्टिंग दैट एड टू योर मोबाइल, वो विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेटा एनालिसिस एंड टारगेटेड ऑडियंस। इसको हम कहते हैं टारगेट ऑडियंस डेटा एनालिसिस। अगर कोई बिजनेस क्वेश्चन नहीं होगा हमारे पास, तो हम एनालिसिस करेंगे नहीं। तो अगर सपोज एक बिजनेस क्वेश्चन आता है हमारे पास कि हाँ हमें करना क्या है, उस बिजनेस क्वेश्चन से हम डेटा हमारे पास आता है कि हाँ अगर कोई अमेजोन पे है, अमेजोन पे ये सेल्स हो रही है, तो हमें ये डेटा आ गया। अब उस डेटा में अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, मतलब उस वो डेटा जो होता है वो प्रीवियसली अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड होता है। हमारे को उस डेटा को प्रोसेस करना पड़ता है। द फर्स्ट स्टेप विच इन्वॉल्व्स इन अ डेटा एनालिस्ट रिपोर्ट इज कॉल्ड प्रोसेसिंग। हमें डेटा प्रोसेस करना पड़ता है। डेटा प्रोसेसिंग में 3 तरीके की स्किल्स रिक्वायर्ड होती है। सबसे पहले हमें डेटा को क्लीन करना पड़ता है। क्लीन कैसे करना पड़ता है? अगर किसी डेटा में हमारे पास एक्सेल शीट है, अगर एक्सेल शीट में कहीं पे टाइम लिखा है और टाइम में कहीं आप देख रहे हो कि किसी तरीके की रिडंडेंसी है। रिडंडेंसी का मतलब होता है मल्टीपल मल्टीपल कैसे हम कह सकते हैं, रिडंडेंसी का मतलब होता है कि हम एक चीज को मल्टीपल टाइम्स लिख चुके हैं। अगर सपोज टाइम के जगह पे आपने गलती से एएम की जगह पीएम,
नॉइस।
और अगर आपके टाइम के जगह पे आपने ब्लैंक छोड़ दिया है, तो वो जो स्पेसेस है, जो रिडंडेंसी वहां पे आई हुई है, हमें उसको हटाना होता है। वो हटा के हमारा जो डेटा क्लीनिंग के प्रोसेस है, डेटा क्लीनिंग को हम रैंगलिंग के अंदर भी लेके आते हैं। रैंगलिंग करने के बाद हम ईडीए परफॉर्म करते हैं। ईडीए मतलब होता है एक्सप्लोरेटरी डेटा एनालिसिस। ईडीए परफॉर्म करने से पहले का जो हमारा टास्क है वो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो हम बहुत मतलब जिसमें हम बहुत ज्यादा लैग करते हैं। जैसे हम एक्सेल यूज कर रहे हैं अगर, तो जो
भाई
स्टेट
को आय गेस मला प्रोजेक्ट्स टाकायची गरज नाही आता रिझ्यूमे मध्ये मला चेंज करून दे ना.
yourself, if you have any question you can unmute. So जब
Nitish, can you explain in English?
yeah, sure.
Sorry for that. Yeah.
Actually we had generous audience here, so I tried.
No, most of them in chat box saying that to explain in English. So we are from South, so
Okay, no problem.
yeah.
So, data
Thank
analyst
you.
process involves a multi-step journey. Okay, it starts with the data collection and ends with the actionable insights. Okay, so we can cover the topic in greater from our guide. What is data analyst? You guys said that you can see the you can see the information below. Data analyst professional who specialize in extracting insights from the data, right? So why are we extracting insights from the data? To convey a pattern, to convey a trend, or to convey an opportunity to the business needs. So a data analyst communicates with the stakeholders most of the time. Stakeholders or your clients, or if you have your own business, you are communicating to yourself that what needs for your business to be catered on the basis of the existing trends. So the major difference between a data analyst and a data scientist is data analyst works on the presence of existing data. Okay, and the data scientist predicts the upcoming data, predicts the upcoming trends. So data analyst does not predict the future, whereas a data scientist predicts the future through ML algorithms. This is a major difference. So we don't need much of coding, much of the algorithm side in the data analyst, whereas in data scientist, who is a data scientist, he needs to prepare ML models to predict the future. The patterns that can occur in future, we can predict with the help of ML models. Moving on, the data analyst key responsibilities. What are the key responsibilities we have in a data analyst career? So, first of all, there are some technical skills as well as non-technical skills required. The key responsibilities includes collection of data. We can collect data from many platforms. There are multiple lead generations magnets, as well as there is a site, if you guys know, named as Kaggle. Kaggle collects a large chunk of data, which you can use in your analysis and reporting. If you guys are working in a company, you can also try to take their data. They will provide you data to analyze and collect and interpret complex data sets. Okay. Then the industry trends are there, that if you form an information business decisions, like if your company is if your company is making games, so what data you can occur? You can have CAC, that is customer acquisition cost. You can have ROAS. If you are spending on ads, you can have ROAS, that is return on ad spent, and you have many business acumen there. So what will be your responsibility? That you will have the data, you will analyze the data, you will interpret with the data to the dashboards, and then it will be shown by the visualization tools. So data analyst needs a BI tool, business intelligence tool, to promulgate and procreate the communication side of it. So what BI tools we have? We have Microsoft powered by Power BI, and we have Tableau. So both we have Alteryx and Google Insights as well, but we have the most commons are Power BI and Tableau. So we will cover Power BI in the next few sessions. Till then, what we are going to do is we're going to do what are data-driven reports. Data-driven reports is something like if you have the data with yourself, you have cleaned the data, you have cross-functional connections in between the data. What is cross-functional connections? Cross-functional connections means if you have the data and one data is correlated with the other data. It means that if you have some relation between the columns of your Excel sheet, it is known as cross-functional connection between your data. Suppose we have a data of you selling a house. So it will have a location, it will have a size, it will have a price, and it will have a selling date or selling price, right? It will have a cost price as well as a selling price. If any item is listed, it will have a cost price as well as selling price, right? So in between the cost price and selling price, we can have a cross-functional connections. So a data analyst derives that a cross-functional connections have to be established between your uh, data. So a strong analytical and problem solving abilities is a must required skills to have in a data analyst. How we will develop the strong analytical skills? By solving SQL problems, by solving puzzles. We have if you can go to Geeks for Geeks, you will have 100 puzzles there. So you can try 2 to 3 puzzles every day to make your analytical skills better. And analytical skills, why we need? Because when we have a dashboard, we have charts, we have multiple types of data, multiple types of charts there. So we once we analyze our analytical skills by the charts, we can able to communicate to the stakeholders, and communication is the excellent skill that we need in a data analyst, because you are any day and every day talking to a stakeholder or a client. So your presentation skills and your communication skills should be in the excellent side. It should not be in an intermediate side. So if you are not communicating your dashboard, if you are only preparing your projects or dashboards, you should communicate to yourself at first, such that you can get to a benchmark level that now you can communicate or now you can present to somebody else. The statistical concepts and modeling. Statistics are important because statistical analysis are divided into 3 types of analysis. First is the descriptive analysis. What is descriptive analysis? Summarize, if you can summarize and interpret data and provide a clear overview that the data shows. I'll repeat again. What is a descriptive analysis? To summarize and interpret data to provide a clear overview what the data shows. इसको हम कहते हैं statistical analysis. Statistical analysis में हम we are providing methodologies for making an inferences of the data. What is inferences of the data? Inferences of the data means if we are making the data sanity check, that the data we are working on is sanitarily correct. It is not redundant. It is properly cleaned. It is not having any ambiguities and bugs. So the next statistical analysis involves inferential statistics. Inferential statistics means predictions and inferences about a population based on a sample. If we have a data sample, so we can have predictions as well. So we are having charts. If the chart we are looking at is exponential, like it is growing towards the upper hand, towards the upper bound of the cycle. So we can predict that from there, it will, from there, if the data be consistent, so it will go in the upper hand in the next quarter, in the next year, or in the next future, as in the 5 years, coming 5 years also. So making predictions and inferences about a population based on a sample is called inferential statistics. So there are 3 types of statistics. First is descriptive, second is inferential, and third one comes as hypothesis statistic. Hypothesis is a program, it is a solving of a practical program. Like if you evaluate few theories, like if you are having few data based on statistics, if you are having some data based on your data driven approach, then you will be having some problems with the data, Suppose you will be having multiple mug-ups, you will be having multiple column collisions. So how will you create the column collision? How will you solve the multiple mug-ups? By hypothesis theorems. There are P theorem, N by P theorem. There are multiple theorems which will be gonna covered in the next in the last session. Today will be just the introductory part of that. So we can say that hypothesis testing is called evaluation theories, or with a view of a strong practical problem. Now we come up with key responsibilities. What are the responsibilities of a data analyst? If you guys can, if you guys have any background with it, you can go ahead with the responsibilities if you have day-to-day responsibilities as such now. None? अगर
No,
आप
sir.
अगर आपको अब तक समझ नहीं आ रहा तो you can tell me. I can repeat any of the part if you want.
So can you please explain the hypothesis testing again?
Hypothesis testing is something we know that evaluating of theories, right? We have multiple theories. Suppose I'm giving an example. Suppose you are playing a game. Okay. So you have crossed the level 1. You have crossed the level 2. But you are not able to cross the level 3. So what you will do, you will try multiple times. You will try one time, two times, three times, multiple times. You after trying, you will go to in-app purchases and you will try that you can watch a video and you get the coins and you skip the level. Okay, that is not done by you. It is done by the data analyst which is sitting behind the company to make the levels so tough that you get the in-app purchases from there. So hypothesis testing gives that. If it is also known as a part of testing which deals with the solving practical problems. Okay, so if we have a practical problem like the level 3 is not for us, okay, the level 3 is not getting solved by 70% of the people, so they will do a hypothesis testing that if 70% of the people are not able to play a level 3 game, so how many of them are going to in-app purchases, how many of are going to the if suppose 40% of people are going to in-app purchases and the only 5% of people are getting the in-app purchases that are paying for the purchase, so they are losing nearly about 65% of people, right? So they will make a hypothesis testing there and they will change the level such that you will get more conversions to the level 4. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have raised your hands. Do you have any questions? You can.
Hello,
Piyush.
sir.
Hi.
Hello,
Sir,
sir. Good evening.
hello.
Hello.
Sir, am I audible to you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, actually, I want to know about the statistical concept data analytics. Like, could you explain it again?
Statistical analysis, right?
Yeah.
There are 3 statistical analysis that we go hand in hand. First, there is a descriptive analysis. Okay, descriptive analysis in which we summarize and interpret data. That we have the data. We are gonna apply mean, median, mode, and all the other statistics operations on it, and we are having a summarized data out of it. Suppose we are having normalization data sets. We have applied normalization on a data and we get a graph from it. Okay. Through statistics, we can create a graph, as you all know. So from normalized data, we can create a graph. And in the graph, if we can see the graph is tilted towards left, or the graph is tilted towards right, or the graph is in between. So we can analyze and interpret data from a clear overview that what the data shows. The answer of what the data shows is descriptive analysis. Inferential analysis comes in between, where we can make predictions, that we can get the inferential from the predictions about the population based on the sample. We have a sample of data, including the sample of data, and then we can inference and create the population based on it. So we are getting inferential by the data which we have. In first, we have answered the what part of it. Now we are answering the future part of it, that from the inferences that we have from the existing data, what can be the predictions made according to the existing data we have. Okay, suppose we have a launch of a mobile phone. Okay, which is in a segment of 15 to 20,000. Okay, So there were other mobiles as well in this category. So we have the data that what the customer wants and how much purchases had been made in this segment. So we have the inferences of the existing data through which we can make statistical analysis. We can apply statistical analysis and predict that the launch which we are projecting will be a success, or we should change something such that it may or might be end in a good success. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So coming on to hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing, as I said, is a evaluation based theories. Like we have multiple theories. Like I said in a game, there is a level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is crossed, level 2 is crossed, level 3 is stuck. So 30% people cross level 3. 70%
आप थोड़ा हिंदी में
get
भी
stuck.
डिस्क्राइब करते बताएंगे क्या?
What? Piyush?
सर मैं बोल रहा हूँ सर आप थोड़ा सा हिंदी में भी बताते हुए.
सर अब मेरे को.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ हाँ जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
Sir, how the hypothesis is important in data analyst?
Correct. I'm explaining it. There is a concept of churn rate. I'm explaining after this. Piyush, मैं क्या करूं सर? आधे लोग
तमन्ना आएगा, मैं
आधे
ला
लोगों को
दूंगा कुछ
इंग्लिश में
वीडियो
चाहिए
से।
और आधे लोगों को हिंदी में चाहिए.
सब्जी रहन देना
Guys,
मैं थोड़ा सा जा रहा हूँ ऑनलाइन यहाँ तक।
तो खजाना है
मैं बोल
Oops, continue. Hello, sir.
कुछ और लाना हो तो बता दूँ।
कहाँ खजाते
और मैं
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Continue in the English. All are capable of understanding the English.
Okay. Piyush, आपको मैं एक अलग सेशन में ले लूंगा, टेंशन नहीं है। अगर आपको समझ नहीं है, आप थोड़ा पेशेंस रखो। जिनको भी अगर इंग्लिश में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, आप थोड़ा पेशेंस रखो, मैं एक हिंदी में भी एक सेशन ले लूंगा, उसके कोई इशू नहीं है। So moving on to the question which was asked, that hypothesis testing कैसे important है? How? So, sticking on to the game only. What a business wants. A business wants that आपके जो customers है, they get stick to your game. Okay, they get stick to your app. They have more LTV, that is lifetime value. They have more ARPU, that means मतलब how I explain. Suppose you are having a game like Candy Crush. You are having multiple levels there, right? So hypothesis testing makes that you will test each and every level and see that you are increasing the hardness and the strictness of the game as well, but you are having more indulgence and more lifetime value to it. Like if as I explained that level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 was cleared by everyone. 100% of them cleared the level 1. 80% of them cleared level 2. 70% of the people cleared level 3. So there is a loss of 30% people, which is known as churn rate. CHURN, churn rate. So the churn rate is a loss for the company as well, right? For the business as well. So through hypothesis testing, you will test each and every level that your game itself is interesting to play, as well as your churn rates are very low. So it is known as evaluation based theories to view and solve a practical problem. This is a practical problem. How? That your user are using your apps, and that app has a churn rate of 30%. So how will you reduce the 30% with the help of your data analysis? You will analyze the data and you will see that people are focusing and people are missing out these many points, and you can then curate and escalate that information to the developers. Then the developers can curate that, they can reduce the level, or they can add any bonuses, they can add any inbuilt packages that they can skip that level. So after skipping that level, 80 to 85% people go to the next level. Lifetime value or the in-app purchases increase significantly. Got my point? Did you got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next is the programming languages that involve. So no,
What do you mean by churn rate?
let's move more on to the key response.
What do you mean by churn rate here?
Sorry.
Churn rate is the loss of people, loss of customers that you are getting in your app. Suppose your 100 people joined your app, and after few days or after few levels or after few tasks, only 80% people went to the next task. So you have a churn rate of 20%. Got my point? Churn rate is the loss of customers, your loss of users you are having in your app or a business. Churn means loss. That how many of users you are getting lost in your transitions of your app. Like suppose there is a payment gateway cycle. Suppose there is a website that needs to be paid before using. So what they do is you will click on the website and you will directly land in the payment page. Why? Because many people, many users, many customers uh, get churned while going to the payment site. So they need that you pay first, then they will show the services and all. To reduce the churn rate, there are many business analytics tools that you can reduce the churn rate. Today we'll focus on the data analyst part only. And these are the business acumen that you should have with you, such that you can easily explain to your stakeholders that what actually you want to say and what actually happened in the analytics report. So any other questions? We'll move on to the responsibilities from your side only. Yeah, Udit, you want to say anything?
No questions.
Okay, okay, bye. So what are the key responsibilities? Responsibilities include data collection. Data collection, what we can have and how we can have. Data collection we can have from Google itself. We can have from Kaggle. We can have from GitHub. For practice, we can have from GitHub. For practice, we can have from Kaggle. Otherwise, we have multiple amount of data sources like the database which your company is using. You can collect data from there as well. So from the collected database, you will have data wrangling skills. What is data wrangling? Data wrangling means cleaning of data, transformation of data, and integration of data. This is called CIT as well. Cleaning, transformation, and integration. Data cleaning means identifying and correcting the errors, inconsistency, inaccuracies in a database. What are the three things? Correcting the errors, inconsistencies, inaccuracies in a data set. Okay. So data, after the data cleaning, you will move on to the data transformation side. Like your data, you are converting your format that can be easily analyzed. You guys know CSV. What is the full form of CSV? Type in the chat. What is the full form of CSV?
Comma
Comma,
delimited,
comma
separated value.
comma separated values.
So CSV is termed as the most feasible format for data analysis. So moving on, what is data transformation? Data transformation is converting data into a format that can be easily analyzed, which may be involving aggregating, reshaping, and enriching the data. What are the three words here? Yeah, we are converting the data. Suppose we have the data in any other form, like JSON format, like in any other format other than CSV. We are having a data in PDF format. So we will not be doing correct. We will not be doing the analysis on the PDF, right? We will be doing analysis on. We can do analysis on Excel. We can do analysis on DAX. We can do analysis on CSV, but not in PDFs or JSONs and any other format. So TXT, not in text as well. So data transformations is a very vital part. We sometimes forget to do that and we get bugs and errors accordingly. So enriching the data and reshaping the data is a different thing. We are aggregating data from multiple things. Like suppose we have multiple tables. Okay, so suppose we have 3 tables and we need 4 columns from each table. So we will use SQL for data transformation here. SQL will do what? SQL will do the data joins. Like we will join one table, one column from one table. We will join another column and another row from another table, and we will join another table and another rows from the third table. So what we have is the transformed data will aggregate from different tables, and we will then join in the further to make a proper cleaned transformed data. Next, what we'll be doing is reshaping the data. What we have gathered from the data may contain null values, right? So we are using multiple data, multiple tables that may contain empty cells and null values. So we will reduce the null values to get a more optimized validated data. What is a data validation? Data validation means you are having a such clean data that is performing a way better and having a good correlation for the prediction and charts. Suppose we are making a chart with the data which you have, and it has multiple null values, it has multiple unrelated data or multiple outliers and data points outside. So what the chart will look like, the chart will break in between, or the chart will be very inconsistent to be predicted anything. So we need a clean and transformed data such that we can predict easily the insights to the stakeholders. Got my point? Another thing is enriching.
नल वैल्यूज जो होती है वो हमें शो तो करनी ही पड़ेगी ना.
हाँ, नल वैल्यू शो तो हमें करनी ही पड़ती है, बट हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते ना कि हमारा पूरा एक डेटा ही क्लीन है. अगर सपोज हमारे डैशबोर्ड में हम अगर कंपेयर करते हैं आपके घर के आसपास कितनी कितनी बिजली की यूनिट्स कंज्यूम होती है, और उसमें आपका क्या रेट ऑफ एवरेज रेट ऑफ पेमेंट है फ्रॉम ईच हाउस. तो अगर हम एवरेज रेट ऑफ पेमेंट फ्रॉम ईच हाउस को हम जीरो कर देते हैं, तो क्या हमारा नल वैल्यूज इफेक्ट करेगा? हमारा एवरेज एट द एंड इफेक्ट कर जाएगा. सो वी नीड टू गेट अ डेटा. एनरिच करना ही ये पॉइंट होता है कि वी नीड टू गेट द डेटा. अगर हमारे पास वहाँ नल वैल्यूज है, इफ यू आर गेटिंग नल वैल्यूज देयर, वी विल फिल आउट विद द एवरेज वैल्यूज देयर. हम जो एम्प्टी स्पेसेस है उसको हम एवरेज वैल्यूज से या फिर हम उसको एप्सिलॉन वैल्यूज से हम उसको फिल कर रहे होंगे. इफ यू आर नॉट फिलिंग इट विद एवरेज वैल्यूज, देन आवर होल डेटा प्रोसेसिंग एंड होल डेटा क्लीनिंग विल बी वेस्ट इन द एंड, बिकॉज वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू मेक एनी ट्रेंड एनालिसिस ऑन इट.
Sir, what would be the difference between epsilon value and null?
Epsilon value we are putting when the data is transformed from raw information to the information, we are putting the epsilon value. Like if you have worked with SQL, you can see a dash sign is there. Okay. And what is the null value? That the empty cells are called null value. If you are using Excel,
Yes.
you can see the empty cells.
कंप्यूटेशन में एप्सिलॉन नल वैल्यू जो होगी वो एवरेज को डाउन ले आएगी, बिकॉज़ वो 0% करी जाएगी, और एप्सिलॉन वैल्यू उसको एक्सक्लूड कर देगी.
करेक्ट. एप्सिलॉन वैल्यू उसको ये मतलब उसको वो काउंट में ही नहीं लेगी. जैसे हम जो डिवाइड बाय टोटल करते हैं, हाँ, वो आप जब
एक अच्छे डेटा एनालिस्ट की क्या प्रैक्टिस होगी कि वो एवरेज वैल्यू से रिप्लेस करेगी, एप्सिलॉन से करेगी?
एक अच्छे डेटा एनालिस्ट की प्रैक्टिस ये होनी चाहिए, वो एवरेज वैल्यू से रिप्लेस करे.
गॉट इट.
हाँ, करेक्ट. सो मूविंग ऑन टू डेटा इंटीग्रेशन. व्हाट इज डेटा इंटीग्रेशन? Data integration, as the name suggests, combining data from different sources and providing a unified view. Means हम क्या कर रहे होंगे, हम डेटा को मल्टीपल सोर्सेस से कंबाइन कर रहे होंगे. Means suppose we have a data on Excel, we have a data on our website, we have a data on any other platforms. So how we can iterate and integrate those data? With the help of data integration combines multiple forms of data into a single source. From multiple source to a single source, then we can provide a unified view to it. Got my point?
सब बेसिकली डेटा हमारे पास जो आता है वो किस फॉर्म में और कौन से टूल्स पे आता है ज्यादातर?
मल्टीपल फॉर्म में आ सकता है. ऐसे तो ऐसे वर्ल्ड अगर आप देखो तो वो ज्यादातर एक्सेल के फॉर्म में आता है, ठीक है, CSV के फॉर्म में आता है. बट डेटा का कोई एज अ एक्चुअल फॉर्म होता नहीं है कभी भी. वो आप अगर जिस भी कंपनी में काम कर रहे हो या जिस भी आप डोमेन में काम कर रहे हो उसका डिपेंड करता है. अगर आप वेबसाइट के डोमेन में काम कर रहे हो तो अलग डेटा आएगा. अगर आप DBA हो, डेटाबेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर हो, तो आपके पास अलग तरीके से CSV फॉर्मेट में आ रहे होंगे, जेसन फॉर्मेट में आ रहे होंगे. तो आपको पता नहीं कि आपके पास
एक्सेल से उसको SQL में या फिर पाइथन में लेके जाना होता है.
जरूरी नहीं है, वो मल्टीपल परफॉर्मेंस है. जैसे आपका बेसिक नीड्स है ना, आपको हर चीज को केटर करना आना चाहिए. अगर आपके पास जेसन का फॉर्मेट है, आप जेसन टू CSV कर सकते हो, आप जेसन टू डैक्स कर सकते हो. अगर आपको पता है शेयर पॉइंट एक चीज होता है, तो आप शेयर पॉइंट डेटा यूज कर सकते हो. पावर एप्स के बारे में भी आप जानते हो अगर होगे तो, पावर ऑटोमेट, पावर एप्स, ये भी बहुत सारे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट
ये अभी नहीं पता.
हाँ, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का पावर प्लेटफॉर्म है. उस प्लेटफॉर्म के अंदर 4-5 ऐप होती है, तो उसका भी अपना एक डेटा टूल होता है. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट पावर ऑटोमेट के लिए भी डेटा टूल होता है, पावर एप्स के लिए भी डेटा टूल होता है. तो वी कैन हैव मल्टीपल फॉर्म्स ऑफ डेटा. सो हाउ वी कैन केटर इज दैट इफ यू वांट टू वर्क, इफ योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वर्क्स इन CSV, we will work on CSV and interpret it like that only. Okay, got my point.
Okay, thank you.
So moving on to reports and visualization. रिपोर्ट्स एंड विजुअलाइजेशन में हम सबसे पहले तो आते हैं कि पाथ फाइंडिंग्स क्या होती है. पाथ फाइंडिंग्स इज अ डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट क्रिएटिंग अ चार्ट्स. ओके, हमें सबको लगता है कि डेटा एनालिसिस इज ओनली अबाउट क्रिएटिंग चार्ट्स, बट इट इज नॉट ओनली स्टिक टू चार्ट्स. It's about the telling a story of the data. How well you are presenting the data is the key aspect of data visualization. Tools like Power BI, Tableau are widely used for this purpose, allowing you to transform the complex data. Like if you are having a data, if you're having a complex data like multiple sources of information for a country data or billions of rows, billions of columns of data. So how will you present it in your visualization dashboard? Through the help of BI tools, that is business intelligence tools. Multiple business intelligence tools are there, but famous and more profound are Tableau and Power BI. Tableau is known for its user-friendly interface. Tableau has a very easy interface. Tableau, अगर आपके पास नहीं है आपके PC में, तो you guys should install Power BI and Tableau both. You should have one dashboard for both, and you can practice. Everything is available on YouTube. You can practice any data set and any performance, any project on Tableau, as well as same project on Power BI. Whatever you feel like is working for you, you should go on and practice that only. But
Nitish, actually your screen is not moving.
I'm explaining, sir. My screen screen is proper. You guys can hear, right? Am I audible properly?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is Tableau? Tableau, we have user-friendly interface. Tableau allows you to create a complex visualization with any coding. Without any coding, without any coding. टैबलो पे क्या होता है कि हमारे पास किसी भी तरीके की कोडिंग की जरूरत नहीं होती है. These are something like you can drag and drop your stuff into your dashboard and you can get a clear visualization of it. It is very powerful. Tableau is very powerful for using creative interactive dashboards. It can easily be shared in your organization. Like if you are using Tableau, you are having a user-friendly interface. You are having you are having a very interactive design. Like you can drag and drop your stuff into your database or dashboard from your database. You can use multiple sourcing platforms, like you can use DAX, you can use SharePoint, you can use Excel to collect or retrieve your data, to transform your data and present it in a dashboard. Again, it is not easy to create any dashboard, but it is very easy to create a basic interpretation of what your data is doing. Okay, with time, with practice, you can create a very interactive data which tells a story. But initially you will face some problems, like your data will not interact, or you are not able to use the region, legends, and other statistical inputs. So you can have a practice over that. You can watch some videos over YouTube, or you in the Power BI session we will cover that. In that, if you practice repeatedly, you will move on to the better problem solving approach, and you can get more data telling or better presentation stories of it. Moving on to Power BI. Power BI was which is better, Power BI or Tableau? It is a diplomatic question, but I feel Power BI is more better for me, and you can use from your end both. You try both of them. I tried both of them. I felt Power BI is better for me, and you can try both of them. You can, if you want, you can download Tableau and Power BI both. Yeah, but both of them are free. If you are not able to download it for free, you can go to a site, get into my PC, and you can find it there as well. Everything is free, brother. If you are having a laptop and if you are paying for something, you are foolish for that. Everything is free. You should be able to crack it. So moving on to the Power BI side of it, Power BI was developed by Microsoft, as you all know. It is a powerful tool for creating interactive reports. Tableau allows you to create complex visualization. Same Power BI allows you to create complex visualization too. Reports and dashboards are same as well as Tableau, but the interactions what Power BI can have, the load what you can give to a Power BI is far more than what can handle by Tableau and Alteryx. Seamlessly integrates with Microsoft's other products. Like if you are using Microsoft Office, Microsoft Access, Excel, any other platform of Microsoft, as Power BI is developed by Microsoft, it easily integrates with any of the other Microsoft tools. So it is more used by the users or consumers of it.
भाई
Tableau only
भाई
gives 14 days trial. So you
सुनो
have
5 रुपए की कैपेसिटी थी 9 घटक गया
Okay, any questions from Tableau and Power BI?
No, sir.
All good. Have you guys used Power BI before?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
So what was
One
the
question I had is
yeah.
Power BI and Tableau both provide integration of SQL manipulation, right? You manipulate data in SQL and you can see the changes in the dashboards on Power BI.
Correct.
So similarly, Microsoft has come up with a new alternative language called Custos Query Language, KQL.
Mm-hmm.
So they are providing more, like they are integrating it more robustly with Power BI and providing more hands-on features and easily accessible. So what do you say? Like, should we still stick to while in learning phase? Should we still stick to SQL or should we switch to KQL because they're offering higher packages and it's an advancement on SQL, I guess, from Microsoft side?
You should learn new things, but once you are proficient with the existing ones, then you should move on to the new things to try. Like if you really want my advice, I can advise that you should complete one of the tools like Power BI or Tableau. Then you should jump on the new side such that you can utilize the knowledge you have from here. Then it will be more easier and feasible for you to use that as well.
Got it, sir. Thank
Got my point. As I have also used Alteryx, I have used Google Analytics, but the more you are using to the next generation things like Unreal Engine or any other tools and softwares, so there are far better qualities of improvement that if Microsoft is releasing something, they will release in a far better quality as well. We all know that, but we should have a hands-on experience on the existing ones as well, such that because every other organization is using Power BI or Tableau or Alteryx, right? So if you want or if you want a package and if you want a good high paying salary, you should be able to do the what the existing ones have done, because existing employees of that organization might be using Power BI and Tableau as well. Correct. So you should know the existing ones and you should then move ahead with the new technology. You should upgrade yourself every 15 to 20 months.
Got it, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
I
yes.
have a question. Sir, what is the difference between PostgreSQL and SQL?
PostgreSQL and SQL. PostgreSQL includes non Postgres basically includes non-relational database, like which is not like MongoDB, which is which is not RDBMS in times of it. And SQL basically is a structured query which includes RDBMS, like tabular form of database. In the SQL theory, all of it. Right?
Hello. I have one question.
Hello.
PostgreSQL is the relational database.
RDBMS, yes.
What you are telling, sir, is like MongoDB. MongoDB is a non-relational database.
MongoDB is non RDBMS. Postgres is RDBMS, and SQL is just the query of it. Like SQL is the parent of Postgres.
Question. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Is I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
I was asking that if I have the skills like SQL and these things like Power BI and Tableau, what will be the entry level salary?
Entry level salary revolves around 3.5 LPA to 6 LPA. If you have a BTech background, it can be on the higher upper bound. If you have a non-tech background, it will be around 6 LPA to 3.5 LPA to 6 LPA.
Like I have done masters in food science and technology. Right now I'm doing foods. Right now I'm doing data analytics from Imarticus Learning. So they told me that if you lie and if you don't learn deep learning and machine learning, you will get package around 6 to 7 lakhs. Is it possible as I'm a fresher?
6 LPA is 6 LPA you can do as a fresher, but if you have a good hands-on experience, if you have done the projects well, you can easily get it.
And I was asking, we, in this session we will be doing we will be doing some internships or thing you told now in the beginning.
Yes.
So we will be doing in this session or any other form we have to fill.
No, you have to fill the form for the internship, which is live in the. You can go to Instagram and get the form, and from that you will then join the internship program, which will be in July only. So in that we will not having the webinars and all. We will giving you the resources and the videos as well. If you are coming to offline, there will be trainers to train you on this data analyst or whatever domain you want to choose. So with the help of
Like
trainers,
my classes are on weekdays, like
you can
Monday to
opt,
Friday.
you
I
can
will be
opt
free
for
on weekdays
online.
also.
You can opt for online only. In the online also trainer trained videos will be there for yours, and there will be live session and doubt clearing session in between bi-weekly. So we can do another meet for that in which we are explaining. You will get the video soon in which we are explaining about the internship duration and what is going to be catered there. So till now, what was the question which we are having? MySQL and Postgres, right?
Yes.
SQL basically is RDBMS, right? So RDBMS means relational database. That means we are dealing with tabulars. And in Postgres, as of now, what I know is an object relational database. Like we are having the data stored in the form of objects, like, and objects are associated with the properties. Did you get my point?
Non-structural databases like image. Yeah, you are saying that videos and all.
You're not totally audible.
Sir, I have a question.
Ask.
सर आप वो इंटर्नशिप ऑफर चल रहा है सर 3 month to 6 month का उसमें डेटा साइंस है क्या सर
Bro, can you please mute?
Mute. Ask.
सर यू ऑफरिंग द इंटर्नशिप उसमें डेटा साइंस का है क्या सर डेटा साइंस
बिल्कुल है. It is there.
Okay,
There are
sir.
multiple domains. You can opt for data science, data analyst there. Data science, I don't think you are fresher or you have experience.
आई एम डूइंग मैं अभी 3rd year में सर बीबीए कर रहा हूँ डेटा साइंस एंड डेटा एनालिटिक्स
So you should opt for data analytics first because data science needs some experience as a data analyst. You should not jump directly to data science, and data science are very limited roles are available in data science. None of the companies, if you want to give me a practical honest answer, none of the company wants a fresher or someone to handle such a critical data. And if you join a company, you will know that they will not only provide the access to the data to you if you are fresher, because there are multiple procedures and compliance issue with the database. So you should join as an analytics. You will join as a intern, then you will get an associate, data analytics associate, then you will move on to data scientist in 3 to 4 years. So you should be focused on learning on data analytics, and side by side you should learn how to create ML models, how to create dashboards, how to create predictions, what is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, random forest, everything you should create side by side. But along with, you should have the more of the focus on the analytics part of it. Does that you
how much time it can take to
time
become
is
data scientist?
the time is
become
all
more yaar. It's
time
all
is
about
up to
machine
you.
learning.
Correct. Time
You
is
have
up
to
to you.
practice more and more.
Yes, Arjun, you want to ask something?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Arjun, you want to ask something?
Sir, you have a question.
Yes, Arjun.
Sir, you are offering the internship.
Sir, I just want to ask that, sir, being an MBA fresher or after coming out from MBA, like, what are the job roles that I can get after getting in an IT back or IT field or kind of like that thing?
See, if you are able to crack a consultant role, okay, in any top firm, if you have a good hands-on experience and you have a good projects, so you can, if you are having last semester, you can do one thing, that you apply to the consultant roles as well, or the analysts. Got my point?
Sir, consultant means I don't understand.
Consultant is basically a term used by top tier big four and MNCs in replacement of managers.
MBB, MBB basically.
Sir, do they take freshers, sir?
Sometimes they do, not often, but sometimes they do take freshers. You do have you done internships?
Sir, my internships were not related with this field. That it was
So
related with some other thing.
I guess you should first apply to internships as well, because if you have done multiple internships in their domain, or 1 to 2 internships at least in this domain, then you can easily get a good experience with the job role of in whatever domain you want to take. Got my point?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Hi, sir. I'm currently joined with a one of Big Four doing in assurance practice. Can I change my role and they will give me the role of data analyst?
That is totally up to your company, brother. If there is an opening and if there is a vacancy available in your company, they will surely assure that you will try a departmental switch, right? Internal departmental switch. So
Yeah,
internal
because
departmental switch.
I'm an assurance and a chartered. So will they prefer a chartered for data analyst?
They might not, but why are you aiming to switch in your company only? If you are if you are there in a big four, try to switch in a competitor company. You will get a raise as well.
Okay, means
Hello,
I
sir.
would just want to ask that don't have any experience. I have experience in assurance or something. So will they hire me or?
One thing is there, that not only experience matters, right? If you are having an extraordinary skills in this sector, you can get hired. So if
Hello.
skills can overpower your who is saying that? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Anji.
Sir, I have done BTech in mechanical engineering.
Correct.
Now I'm going to do MBA from marketing and supply chain. Then what is the role of data analytics in marketing and supply chain?
There are three different domains, brother. Sir, if you want to proceed ahead with data analytics, so you have to be more focused to the data part of it. If you cannot mix supply chain is a different functional teams, and data analytics team is a different functional team. They work hand in hand, but they are not correlated with each other. There is nothing correlation between supply chain and data analytics part.
What about marketing?
Marketing moves with business analysts. Like if we suppose we take a woman brand, and if they are making profits or losses in last 5 years, so marketing team will go ahead with working with the business analyst teams, that they will choose business decisions, they will choose marketing tactics with in hand with the business analytics, not data analytics. Data analytics talks with the clients and stakeholders as well to
Hello.
So stakeholder decision matters the most. So you should move ahead with business analyst, from my perspective.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, got it.
But there
Hello,
is
sir.
yeah, say, ask.
Sir, I wanted to ask that if someone is doing like internship from your company, and if he opts for 3 months and another one opts for like 6 months, like what will be the major differences in that?
Major difference
Like,
will be in the 3 months course. You will first month will be from the prep mug up, which will be giving the resource and projects. Second month, the trainer will be there. If you are having an offline session, if you are coming offline, then it will be more feasible to you if you practice offline internship. Basically, 3 months and 6 months have much differences about the timings on-site certificates that you will get. That if you're coming on-site for 6 months, you will get a on-site certificate, full-time certificate for 6 months. And if you are coming for 3 months and online mode, then you will get a virtual certificate or a virtual completion certificate there. Certificate does not matters the most. What matters is if you are coming for 6 months or 3 months, 6 months will be more interactive, more development. There will be more sessions for you. So you can get hands-on experience in every performance, every theory without having a rush. Right? Suppose we are moving on to data analyst only. We are having pandas as well as any other tool like TensorFlow. Suppose we are working on TensorFlow. So we can work many 2 to 3 days on TensorFlow for the span of 6 months, right? But in between the 3 months, what we can do is 1 day or 2 day maximum for the TensorFlow, then we can move on to the next topic. So that there will be a rush of topics between the 3 months, and there will be a ease of practice in the 6 month duration.
Sir, is there
Sir,
more content to cover, or can
and
we
hello.
shoot more Q&As?
Hello. One by one. Ask one by one.
Okay. So
Yeah,
where
is
is
there
your like
more content
physical
to cover?
office located?
Office is located in Mohali, HNH Arcade, 79, Sector 79.
Okay, Shimon.
Okay, then moving on.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Okay. Ask last
Mr.
question.
Nitish?
Yeah.
Mr. Nitish, this internship is
Hello?
online or offline?
They are both the options are available, sir. It is online as well as offline.
And if the one who have not applied actually, because due to time constraint, we are different. I mean, totally different time zones.
Okay.
So I want to ask that if I want to apply, then how we can
You
do
can go to the reel section of our Instagram. You can find that internship explanatory reel. Then you will get to know how to apply, and you will get a form there. In that form, you can fill up. Then we will when we will update that we are taking the entries and registrations for it. You can then apply for the registration form as well.
Okay, noted, sir.
We
Thank you
have
so much.
picked up a batch of 2020 at first. Then we will pick up students.
Okay,
So
that's
from
fine.
July it's going to start, no?
Yeah, July it will be the Prac Maga for 1 month. Then afterwards, then we will be properly training you according to the syllabus of your domain.
Okay.
Yeah, Nitish, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the main difference between data analyst and a data engineer? And I have one more question. Currently, I'm working in an organization which is completely different from this. I'm planning to switch to data engineering or analyst roles. For the data analyst role particularly, what are the skills definitely I need to learn?
Data engineer and data analyst are two different roles, I can say, but in two different perspectives, right? So the basic difference in between a data analyst and engineer are your degree can be mattered. Like if you are having a BTech degree, your visualization, statistical collaboration, and processing are related to the data analytics side, right? You are communicating your insights to the stakeholders. You are communicating. You are preparing dashboards to the with the help of data which you have is the part of data analytic role. But once you are entering into the data engineering side, what matters is the data management, ETL process. You know ETL process: extract, transform, and load.
No, I'm completely new to this.
Okay. I'm explaining the data engineering part of it also.
Sure.
Data engineering is a task where the designing, constructing, and maintaining. Okay. Three part of data in a data infrastructure. We also know that the data administrator prepares a proper infrastructure of the data, right? So data engineer curates that, they maintain, they organize, and they construct the data in such the way that it can be used and focused into the main pipeline of the data. Like data engineers go hand in hand with the accessibility, reliability, and optimized of data analysis. How the data is optimized, how the data can be accessed by the other people in the company as well as the data scientists, and how the data will be optimized. Correct?
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Skills. Which are the skills which we need to learn for data
I'm telling you.
engineering particularly? Yeah.
So key responsibilities. Let me focus on the key responsibilities first. They focus on the data pipelines, like what you know Kubernetes, Docker, it has Jenkins, it has pipelines of data. Okay. इसमें अब what we are going to focus is what is the data infrastructure, how we are building and maintaining a data pipeline, how we are bringing the blueprints of the data to life, how we are using the tools like Hadoop and Spark. Okay, these are big
Okay.
data. Big data is involved in data engineering. These are tools of big data, Hadoop and Spark.
Okay.
And what the next factor which comes in the data engineering part is data management. Like if you are having a data which should be both structured and unstructured, which also ensures that you are having data security and optimization. Your data should not be accessed by any other ambiguous person outside the organization, right? So you are having a proper management cycle of the data with your. If you are a data engineer in a company, you should be having a both the structured type of data as well as unstructured type of data, encrypted and decrypted data, right? So you will be working on the more engineering part of the data, like ETL process. ETL means you are implementing the process to extract, transform, and load data into data warehouses. You know a tool like it is called data lake.
Yeah, I know.
Data lakes are mostly used to store and wrangle data there. So there are multiple theories that we often work alongside data scientists. Like who's a data engineer, he often works alongside with the data scientist to prepare for ML algorithms or deep learning frameworks like TensorFlow.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, Ritesh. I would like to add something.
Okay.
This ATL tool that you mentioned right now, extract, transform, and load,
Mhm.
more or less a data analyst also doing the same job, right? I mean, we are extracting our data from any kind of database like Excel or SQL or Python. And by using any kind of BI tool, we are transforming the data into a visualization format. We are loading them and we are sending to the concerned person. So, I mean, what I
Let me clear it out, please. We are not performing ETL process in data analytics. We are performing data wrangling and cleaning process in data analysis. Got my point? So wrangling includes cleaning, transformation, and integration. Okay. And then we are using this data to perform visualization. Okay. But the data engineers use ETL process. They design and implement the processes, how to extract, how to transform, how to load databases into data warehouses. They don't visualize the data. They load, extract, transform, and load data into data warehouses. There are bulk of big data is involved, right? So
Yes.
all the processes on the channels are decided and designed by data engineers, that how will be the data get extracted, how will be the data get transformed and loaded into the data warehouses. From that warehouses, data scientists use the data and prepare the ML algorithms and deep learning algorithm frameworks like TensorFlow. Got my point?
Yeah, I have one
All
more
right,
question.
thank you.
Can I ask your opinion?
Yeah.
Which one is the best? Data engineering is best, or analyst role is best? Which is best? Better switch.
From my opinion, data engineer is a very high paid salary. They are very high paid and very crucial role.
Yeah.
So you can directly aim to the FANG companies there.
Yeah,
Data
but
engineer, if you are having a background of big data, you should surely jump on. Like if you have a good hands-on experience with Hadoop, Spark, and other framework related to Java, Scala, there you should be able to program in Java, Scala, Python, or SQL. Along with problem solving skills are most what is to be catered here, right?
Yep.
Knowledge of data warehouses are also add-on, but
Yes.
your contribution to a engineering cycle should be on mostly focused on Hadoop, Spark, Scala, and Java. If you can
Shoaib,
yes,
so am I audible?
yes,
yes.
So, Shoaib, I am working as a team leader in a BP. I done my graduation in as an electrical engineer. So currently I am working with the multiple data, but I am working only in Excel. So I am analyzing the data on Excel. I'm presenting data to my clients, and so in this situation, what I will prefer. because I'm working on Excel and analysis on Excel from last 8 years on
Correct.
Excel or advanced Excel. So now what I will do? Data science or data analysis?
You should go for data analysis only. You should try. You should try Google Insights. You should try Alteryx. You should try Tableau. You should try multiple sources of data. You are using only Excel, right? You should.
Yeah, I'm only using Excel, but the complication of the data, data is too complicated on which I am working.
So it
So
is a
that's why
add-on
I'm
to you. So it is a plus that you have with yourself. For the last 8 years, you are working on Excel, that you have the mastery on Excel now. So you should only wider your range, right? So for widening your range, you should go with other tools like you can Google that. You can use DAX format tools. You can use Dynamic 365. Got my point?
Yeah.
You should be doing Power BI or Tableau with the help of any other sources of tools. Like you have the mastery with Excel, so you should have the mastery with other tools as well, like DAX, 365, SharePoints, and any other format of sources.
Okay, so I already tried work on Power BI, so it's not complicated for me. I tried on Tableau as well.
Sorry
So,
to
but I work
disturb in
on
between
visualization
here.
part only. So
Power BI
now
is
what I
way too
will do?
easy. Power BI
Hello?
is way too easy. You will need just one month to curate everything what you wanna do with Power BI. Any other questions, brother?
Hi, sir. Yeah, can you state between the difference of like data analyst and business analyst
Data
in brief?
analyst and business analyst
Yeah.
basically focuses on data analyst focuses on the trends, visualization, and reporting of that reporting part of it. And business analyst is more on the business side of perspective of the company. Like you have the data, you have the analytics. The business analytics will check that if this is profitable, if this is under the marginable expense, the cost, the churn rate, the customer acquisition cost, the lifetime value of customers. More of the business acumen side of the things are catered by the business analyst, and less of the trends are catered by the business analyst. But what the data analyst do is more side of the data which has been transformed into form of visualization tools like dashboards. So data analyst presents that dashboard to the stakeholders. Got my
Okay.
point?
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah,
as
thank
I
you.
heard, Tableau can hold a large set of data, right? And Power BI is less when compared to Tableau, and effectiveness also good when compared to Power BI in Tableau. Is it in correct statement? Could you please explain that?
Brother, it totally depends on the experiences and your organization. Correct. If your organization is working on Tableau, you have to work on Tableau, and if your organization is working on Power BI, you have to work on Power BI. Comparing both depends upon person to person. Like I preferably choose Power BI over Tableau because Power BI is connected over every Microsoft products, right?
Right.
Excel, any other product. And Tableau, the connection is a little difficult in terms of Microsoft products. We are in day-to-day life using Microsoft products like Excel and any other tool, Power Apps, Power Automate. So it will be more feasible for us to use Power BI in terms of Tableau. Whereas any other company who are using DAX and Dynamic 365, any other tools, so they can move on to Tableau as well. I have multiple dashboards on Tableau. I have multiple dashboards on Power BI. But still, if you want to say what is a preferably chosen one, we can preferably choose Power BI over Tableau.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Sir, if you're applying for a hike, and as we discussed that we want to get the most of our skills, so what should a ideal, like a perfect ideal candidate's resume look like for a data analyst and a data engineer as well? But let's begin with
Perfect ideal resume. Perfect ideal resume.
not exactly resume, to be more specific, projects. What projects should be there that actually impress the HR that okay, that this person is qualified to be my data analyst?
Your project should have real-time data. Like if you are using your projects like in e-commerce website like Amazon, Flipkart. Okay. So you should or Walmart, you can use these type of data sets to curate your dashboards, and you should have live dashboard available, and you should paste the link of that. Suppose the HRC or a technical interview person watches your resume, then you should be able to click that link over there, and your data visualization dashboard should be visible. And from my perspective to you, it is a plus point that if you can create a video of that dashboard explaining to the someone, a stakeholder, it will be much better, and it will be much a plus to your resume. And
Okay.
it will
So a live
probably
dashboard with the live data set would be ideal. What about something different? Like dashboards are very common for data analysts.
if you
What would
talk
be
about
something very different that would make you stand out as a fresher applying and could get you that very lucrative package?
something different could be if you are if you have hosted something on, if you have deployed something, right? Like a company chooses a person who has worked from end to end cycle, right? So if we are working on something like a app, suppose we are working on any app, so we can deploy it, then we can use the data, right? So you can go ahead by preparing an app by AI, or if you have the skills to prepare app, you can go ahead with the deployment of the app. Then you can see that you have the user stories of the app. You can ask your friend, mates, and any other to get the downloads of the app. Then you have their data, right? So you can show that you have uploaded and deployed an app. That app gives these amount of data, and from these amount of data, you have prepared these type of insights. So that will be a deployed insight. So deployed insights are more valuable, and they give more preferences to the candidates, whereas somebody else who have just watched a YouTube video and prepared a project.
Got it, got it. And what
Sir,
are some
hello,
major
sir.
keywords that they will be looking for in the resume
Major
that will stand
keywords,
out to them?
major keywords are basically active verbs. Okay. You search for active verbs, what are present there, and major keywords will be legions, all the keywords that are included in the chart section of Power BI or Tableau. You can use that as well, but the use of active verbs are
Hello.
preferably presented there.
Got it.
Hello.
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 Excuse me, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. As I said earlier, I'm going to do MBA in marketing, but
Sir, can
I
we do
want
the
to do
Q&A session later on, sir? Can we go ahead with the class session?
Sir, maybe
Hello.
can you just continue the session and we can have a Q&A session at the
Yes.
end of the complete session?
I just
That
heard
will be great.
somebody took
It
an
is really
MBA.
getting bored.
Yeah.
Who said an MBA?
Hello, hello, sir. Hello, sir. Sir,
Uh,
as I said earlier, I'm going to do MBA in marketing. But sir, I want to do MBA in business analytics. But from that college, there is no specialization in business analytics. They have marketing, finance, supply chain, and HR. So after doing MBA in marketing, can I switch to MBA? Can I switch to business analytics profile?
Rishabh, like you sound pretty confident, buddy. I'm so sorry that I was just sleeping. I just woke up and I just came because and why exactly you're so sure about business analytics? I don't understand.
Hi Nitesh sir, how are you doing?
Yeah, sorry. I'm not well, yeah. I was sleeping and I just woke up and I just heard all of this and I was like, let me speak. What's going on?
Yeah, like
Uh,
everybody in the chat section is just saying that please continue with the session. This is turning into a question and answer kind of session.
yeah, correct. So that's why I pitch in. You know, like just relax, buddy. I'm gonna not make you sad about it, but I'm gonna be very honest with you. Understand one thing: data analytics is just a start phase thing. It is not going to get you something amazing. Second thing is, I took a lot of sessions yesterday also and day before yesterday also. People have done basic stuff and they have got into it. Trust me. You can see my video on YouTube yesterday where I posted. Person has done normal things and I got into data analytics. Data analytics is a basic thing. You have to add a lot of things to get into the higher side. Don't make data analytics your god. First thing, just learn it. I have introduced this course to you just because you learn it on the cheaper side because people are taking a lot of money from you. Okay. Second thing is Rishabh.
Sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Sir.
Why are you so obsessed with data analytics, buddy?
Sir, because MBA in data analytics is not possible.
And who told you who?
I
Okay, fine. Like, so what kind of job you get after data analytics?
data analytics. After data analytics, I will be start as a fresher, and
Uh-huh.
I will get a job as a data analytics.
Uh-huh. Then why you so obsessed?
Sir, because I want to do MBA.
You should be in a career session. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm being very honest with you. Uh, let him complete the session. I'm so sorry that I was, I was sleeping right now. Be right there. I'm gonna talk to you guys after at the end. Okay? Because I guess there are a lot of misconception regarding this. Okay? I'll let him complete. Okay? Rishabh, I'm gonna talk to you at end. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Complete the thing. I'm gonna talk to you guys at the end.
So guys, we should move ahead with the topic. In the last, we can have the question and answer sessions. So it is, we can see the pathways, like if you have the bachelor degrees and if you have the master degrees as well, if you have the certifications, you can enter the data analytic parts, right? So bachelor degrees, like it is not necessarily needed that you should have a computer science background or a statistics background. You can have a BCom, BBA or any other background, but you should have the proper skills to land into a data analytics job. For that, if you are not having a BTech background, so you should move on to the certifications. You should do certification from Coursera, Udemy, and LinkedIn Learning to obtain a level such that you can be in the same level of a BTech or a BSc background student. In the master degree, it is a plus to have a master degree in your resume or in your career. If you have a master degree in data science, business analytics, or same related field, you have a plus, but it is not necessarily to have a master degree in your in this domain. You can have good amount of certifications and skills. You can learn in public. Like if you are learning data analytics, you can use LinkedIn as well as any other platform to learn in public. Like if you have prepared any dashboard, you should upload and post that in LinkedIn or Twitter, such that you can get a recognition that you are working some in hard on something that is having a result. And in such theories, like you can apply to multiple job roles. Like first you should try with intern roles. You can get it intern Shala, intern plus, and any other high or any other platforms like that, job platforms. Then from there you should move on to the associate roles or the entry level jobs that you will be able to get from the data analytics with the help of these degrees and certifications, right? All these degrees and certification matter until you are getting that job. After that, you should have the main focus on your skills, that is the SQL, the advanced Excel, your analytical experience, your problem solving skills, and every other communication skills, then soft skills that you may get involved in your day-to-day explanations. For the job outlook, what in the last half an hour we have been talking, like the data analytics from 2019 to 2029 has experienced a massive growth of 31%. So the demand of analytics is expected to grow much higher and much faster in terms of occupation, right? The average occupation, what was there in the previous years, like it was nearly around 17% to 20%. Now in these time, it has grown much ahead with 31% to 70%, right? So we can directly cater that we have multiple versatile role. In the previous era, we don't have much high GPUs and much high storage spaces. So we were not able to have much amount of quality of data, right? There were less amount of storage and less amount of servers there. So now we have the more compatibility, more quality of storage, servers, and everything with us. So we are having a large amount of data with us. So to curate, suppose we are having a industry like healthcare, to finance, what we have that every healthcare industry are having their data online. You can use their data to perform visualization tasks. Data analyst is a high earning potential. Why? Why? Because data has been a more common way of information now than any other registers or any other manual transcripts. Beforehand, if we get to know that in last 20 years or 30 years, transcripts were used, right? Now we have more Excel or any other tabular format or SQL or any server information present in the form of data only. So we use and we iterate and inspect that to get valuable insight. So it will be in the future more hiring potential, but you should start with an intern role as well. If you get any paid or unpaid roles as an intern, you should join as an intern. From that you should from there you should gain the experience, and then you should move on to the associate roles, such that if your employer asks that you have experience or not, you can give in terms of your skills and advancement of it. For career advancements, data analyst get promoted to senior data analyst, then data scientist, then some managerial roles like consultants and all. So in the beginning, from the intern position, you will be transferred into data analyst associate roles. After associations, you will again transferred or promoted to senior data analyst. From there, you will be transferred to data scientist role. If you can't jump directly from intern role to the data scientist role, because you will need some ML model, you will need some experience, you will need proper hands-on into the data for jumping from data analytics to directly to data scientist. So aspirants who are preparing for data scientist must work on their algorithm side of it, must work on the ML model preparation side of it, and the manager and the visualization side of it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I applied so many jobs, sir, regarding data analyst, but still I'm not getting interview calls. So please explain about resume.
Resume session was there in a different session. We can take this in the last of the session. Okay. Your name is Apurva, right? We'll take this.
Otherwise, just I share my resume. It is a good or bad. Can I?
In the last we can do it. Okay.
Okay. It is till to at what time that this section will end?
There is no such time. You stay connected. There are.
Then how can I say, sir?
You stay connected. I will let you know. Your name is Apurva, right?
Yes, sir. But please don't forget. It is very important. I tried so many. Please. Otherwise, now only it becomes now only better. No, if it is completed means.
Don't worry, Apurva. I was just sleeping and I'm up. Okay, I'll get it done. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll personally see it.
Hello,
No
sir.
problem. I'll send you a number.
हेलो सर.
Yeah.
सर ऋषभ बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ ऋषभ
सर
बोलो.
मेरी क्वेरी रिसॉल्व कीजिए सर. मुझे कंफ्यूजन है सर बहुत.
मैं समझ गया ऋषभ, तेरे से बात करके समझ गया था मैं. सेशन ऑफ होने दे. ठीक है. I'll send you number. I'll send my number to all of you. Relax.
यहाँ पे ऑलमोस्ट सभी लोगों को बहुत सारी कंफ्यूजन है, बट ये इंट्रोडक्शन सेशन ही है, तो पहले वो तो हम लोग सुन ले, देन वी कैन कंटिन्यू विद द क्वेश्चन.
मैं बैठा हूँ, मैंने सुन लिया था. मैं 15 मिनट मेरी कान खोले थे, मैंने सब सुन लिया था कि तुम लोगों का क्या चक्कर चल रहा है. तो अभी बर्दाश्त करो, मैं लास्ट में बैठूंगा, मैं सेशन लूंगा. मैंने कुछ नहीं खाया सुबह से. आई टुक अ सेशन टिल 4 o'clock, फिर मैं सो रहा था. एंड आई एम अप नाउ. मैं लेता हूँ. ठीक है. मेरा
So please tell me when you clear that the resume.
Like I can clear it right now. You want me to take you on the call?
Sir, please don't forget, sir.
I'm telling you, when I say something, I mean it. Okay, just stick on to. I have taken session
because I also don't know, you also don't know when the section will end. That is why I'm asking you, because it is a doubt section, we have to clear the doubts, right?
Wind it up in not more than 1 hour. Okay, now we know. 1 hour is the timeline. Get it round off. I'll take a session for 1 hour.
So shall I share my screen?
No, not right now.
Ma'am, you are not the only one here. Please understand.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am,
sir.
please understand. This is not the doubt session. That is the introduction session. Please continue
That
the
is
session.
what happened. Doubt section is done.
Okay, brother.
Nothing I forget.
Can you
Okay,
please
just say no. Is it a...
One second. Okay. Relax, chill, Apurva. Relax. If nothing happened, I'm gonna give you my phone number. Okay, you can call me directly. We'll finish it off, or I can take you on a personal career session. Good.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Cool. Relax. Come on, guys.
Bloody impressive.
Guys, stay connected. In the last, you will have your queries and you will resolve it there only. From now, as of now, we can, as you are guys were asking the what will the entry level salary, it will, these are in dollars. I will explain into rupees only. You can expect that from 3.5 LPA to 6 LPA for an entry level associate role. And if you have an ample of experience of if you have a degree that is related to this domain, then you can expect in the upper bound of it like 6 lakhs, 6 LPA to 8 LPA. But if you don't have a relevant experience on this domain, you can expect from the mid bound or lower bound of the side, that is.
So are you talking about in India?
Yeah, in India only. In the mid career level of it, we can expect the salary range amount 10 LPA to 15 LPA. That in the 50, what 15 LPA data analyst get is they must be having experience or the relevant degree in the terms of BTech or MBA in data analyst, and the lower bound, which is 10 LPA, it will be curated by them who are having experience of at least 3 years in this field. Okay, from that, when you move on to the senior level of it, the senior level salary has no end, but for taking an example, we can easily say that from 20 LPA to 60 or any limit, we can have the salary of a data analyst. But the senior level mostly the data scientist or the data consultants of a company like Big Four. From now, what are the career advancements? We can see that analyst levels, then senior analyst levels, and the data scientist levels. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to first master a programming language either in Python or R. We need to master only few segments of Python, not every part of Python, but only few segments of Python, which includes categories, the correlations, the pandas, and 2 to 3 libraries which can be included. Like, and if you want, you can use other tools like Google Colab. You can use the Atom ID softwares and any other like data lore. You can use these software to master your Pythons, and except that you should have statistical inputs, like you should be knowing how to curate mean, median, mode, and any other type of statistical analysis like normalization, definitions, hypothesis theorems, and all these theorems you should have with yourself, such that you can interpret with the data, right, what you will getting. So from that, you should have a basic knowledge about SQL, and you should have a good practice on SQL. High level SQL is not necessary, but a good practice and good hands-on experience over SQL is very necessary for it, because you will be dealing with many redundancies, many joins, many window functions of SQL, many trigger points of SQL. So all that should be curated when you have the experience of hands-on on basic to advanced level of SQL. There is nothing needed like you should have a proper advanced course and proper advanced program you should have enrolled in SQL, but you should be able to curate or you should be able to use joins, you should be able to use window functions, such that you can work with the multiple data sources, multiple databases at the single time. Moving on to the visualization part, we have discussed that Power BI and Tableau.
Sir, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. But can you please tell me like what level of stats or maths one should know if one is opting for a data analyst role?
Stats, you should know about the basic intermediate like mean, median, mode, normalization, hypothesis theorem, Bayes norm theorems. Like these should be covered. Otherwise, you can directly you can directly Google it, that you will get the statistical inputs. Like you should know normalization, you should know distribution function, you should know correlation, coefficients, mean, median, mode. Just this, but you should have a good practice on it, because if you don't have a practice on it, you can it will be it will be hard to interpret with the data.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And every statistical tool which you are using, you should be able to prepare a graph on it, because data analysis is mostly focused on charts only, because from that only you will visualize and give insights to the team. So this we have covered. This we have covered. This we will do. We will do basic exploratory data analysis, which is called EDA on Excel dataset. So now I am going to perform a data analyst report. It will just need a 5 to 6 line of code, not much. So from that code only you will get a report, and from that report we will analyze what the report says, what the how we can analyze and how we can communicate it to the stakeholders. So let's move on. Let's move on and get the code. So for data set, what we can do is we can use Kaggle. Okay. Kaggle is a online web platform where you can get the data sets. Suppose we have chosen a data set known as Melbourne housing snapshots, right? So we will work on this. We can scroll here down, and this is the data set we can download from here. Suppose I have downloaded here, and
So can you please send the link
I will send the
in
link.
chat box?
I will send
Yeah.
all the link. This data set is in zip folder. I have extracted it. It is stored in the document side of it, right? So now where are we? Yeah, we are here. So we can move on to Google Colab. Google Colab is a platform provided by Google where we can provide it is a type of ID which allows us to provide data analytics tools, Python scripts, and any other tools online only. So you don't need to be using Python or logging in with Python. This is just a basic explanatory video. So I am explaining how a demo side of a report can be prepared in easy to 3 to 4.
So sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
So can we use Tableau, SQL, everything in this website?
Yeah, Tableau is a different thing. Tableau, what we are doing here is we are using a pandas, like we are using Python to how interpret with data, right? So when we were using Tableau, then we were having a data in Excel, and directly we are using the Excel data set to the Tableau interface, right?
No, I'm asking about the collab.research. So can we do use
What?
Is this similar with Sublime or something like that?
No, not. It is little different with Sublime, but not much.
Okay.
So, should I go ahead and you have a question?
No.
Okay. So if we are having the Python pandas library, and we have downloaded the data set, right? So let us connect with the online runtime environment here. And I will send you the code as well in the platform. Once it gets connected, let us write the code from the beginning only.
And sir, are you sharing your screen, sir? We are unable to see the screen. Like you are saying that we need to download the data set, right? From where we need to download that data set?
I've shown it there. Suppose we are here with Kaggle, right? This is Kaggle. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
This is Kaggle. You can download any data set if you want to prepare. We have downloaded Melbourne housing snapshot. Download it from here. It will be saved in your download folder. Then you can extract it from your download folder, and there it will be present in this location. The same location which we have folder is there. From that, you can directly paste it, upload it here. Like you will double click here, and it will say an upload option here. You can choose this doc here. This is your data set, which is having multiple housing and XYZ relations. So we have uploaded the data set over the sample data we have from that Google Colab only. Now, from now, we will write this, start writing the script, what we are performing. The script includes only 4 to 5 lines of code, which you can practice and get familiar with. For the first instant, you will find it a little difficult, but once I give you the code, you practice two to three times. You make certain changes from your end, so you will get a hands-on experience on it. So as we can see there that it is uploaded here, and now we will write the script of it. The pip command get us to install multiple libraries from the Python library, which is stored in online only. So we will write pip install ydata Y data profiling. Y data profiling is the thing that we are gonna practice here. Y data profiling is the library which we are going to make the report of. So we will use pandas as well. So we will import the pandas first. So after importing pandas, we will import that what actually report we want to create and what actually the package we want to use from that Y data. So from Y data, from Y data profiling, import profile report. From Y data profiling, import profile report. After that, you should have a definition function like df. Df is a definition function. It will be used to read the CSV folder. Like we have the document in the CSV file, right? So if it will be in Excel, then we will write in Excel. If it is in CSV, that we will write that in CSV. So we have in CSV, so we will write the CSV format. And after the CSV format, what we will do is in the double quotes itself, we can use the path of this. Where we have saved the data, we can use the path of that data. From this, what we are going to do is we will create profile data. Okay. From the profile, we will use what instance we have created. Okay. As suppose, see, here we have imported profile report. Here we have imported our data set. And this from this library, what we are doing is we are sending the profile report, the DF, into the library. Okay. From here, we can do dot to underscore file. Profile to file means the whatever profile is being created here, it will be changed into a file format, and whatever format I will text here like my report dot html. It will be created in HTML folder. That's all. This 4 to 5 lines of code is necessary or enough for to prepare a data set. Like suppose we run, suppose it gets run. First the pip install Y data profiling will run.
सर वो एरर नहीं आएगा क्या यहाँ पे?
नहीं आएगा एरर. एरर इसलिए नहीं
क्योंकि
आएगा
वाई डेटा हाइफन प्रोफाइल आपने लिखा था, उसके बाद वाई डेटा अंडरस्कोर प्रोफाइल लिखा था आपने.
ये इसको हमने इंपोर्ट किया. ठीक है. पैंडास के अंदर हमारा जो पैकेज है ये है वाई डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग. ठीक है. इसके अब देखो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा होगा. यहाँ पे ये समराइज कर रहा है पहले डेटा को. अब अगर हम डेटा खोल के देखें यहाँ पे, ठीक है, इफ यू ओपन द डेटाबेस, चलो जब तक वो समराइज करता है हम डेटा को एक बार व्यू करते हैं डेटा है कैसा हमारा.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is it a procedure of making a database?
It is a process of making a report from your data. How?
Sir, can you share the code in chat?
I will share everything. I will share everything.
सर pandas में रिपोर्ट बनती है या फिर
हम बना रहे हैं. हम वेरी फ्यू लाइन ऑफ कोड से रिपोर्ट कैसे बनाते हैं पैंडास में, ये उसका एक बेसिक एक्सप्लेनेटरी.
सर बेसिकली pandas यूज किस लिए होता है, मतलब ये
पैंडास हम रिपोर्ट प्रिपरेशन, चार्ट्स, इस सब में यूज करते हैं. पैंडास एक बहुत मतलब कोरस लाइब्रेरी है पाइथन की. सो अब यहाँ पे क्या देख सकते हैं, सी यहाँ पे हम ये देख सकते हैं कि देखो ये है एम्प्टी वैल्यूज, है ना,
नल
वैल्यूज. तो नल वैल्यूज के साथ होते हुए भी हमने डेटाबेस को कैसे ट्रेन कर रहे हैं हम. तो अगर आपके पास एक्सेल में CSV फॉर्मेट में नल वैल्यूज है और आपको इमीडिएट रिपोर्ट बनाना है, इमीडिएट कुछ एनालिसिस क्रिएट करना है, देखो यहाँ पे कितने नल वैल्यूज है, तो आप क्या कर रहे होगे, आप डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग, वाई डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग यूज कर सकते हो. सी अब क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे समराइज डेटा 100% कंप्लीट हो गया. रिपोर्ट स्ट्रक्चर बन गया, रेंडर भी हो गया HTML में और एक्सपोर्ट भी हो गया. वंस वी रिफ्रेश दिस we can get that. अब एक my report HTML as we have stated above, एक my report .html फाइल हमने लगाया था, my report .html फाइल यहाँ पे बन के आ गया. इसको हम डाउनलोड कर लेंगे. जैसे ही ये डाउनलोड होगा आपको मैं ये बताता हूँ. जैसे ये डाउनलोड होगा हमने क्या किया है, सबसे पहले ये पिप इंस्टॉल वाई डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग जो है इसको हमने लाया. फिर उसके बाद हमने पैंडास को इंपोर्ट किया अपने प्रोग्राम में. पैंडास के अंदर एक स्टेटेड लाइब्रेरी होती है वाई डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग के. उसके अंदर का जो पैकेज है वो है प्रोफाइल रिपोर्ट पैकेज. उस प्रोफाइल रिपोर्ट पैकेज का काम है कि आप जो CSV फोल्डर दे रहे हो या आप जो एक्सेल फोल्डर दे रहे हो, उसको एक्सेल डेटा सेट दे रहे हो, उस डेटा सेट को वो एक रिपोर्ट फॉर्मेशन में क्रिएट करे. अब आप देखना, ये 5 लाइन लिखने के बाद एक बेसिक इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन है, तो हम 5 लाइन लिखने के बाद हमने क्या प्रिपेयर किया है. सी, अब यहाँ पे क्या आ गया, पैंडास प्रोफाइलिंग रिपोर्ट. ठीक है, ये हमारा टाइटल है. इसमें क्या दिख रहा है कि नंबर ऑफ वेरिएबल कितने हैं, नंबर ऑफ मिसिंग सेल्स कितने थे, नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस कितने हैं, कितने % मिसिंग सेल्स है. ये तो चलो नॉर्मल आ गया. इसके बाद हम जब इसमें स्विच करते हैं ना, अब आप यहाँ से चेक करो, हम यहाँ से क्या नोटिस कर सकते हैं कि जो सबर्बन एरियाज है उस डेटा सेट के, ठीक है, उसमें कितने डिस्टिंक्ट है, कितने मिसिंग है, क्या है उसका मेमोरी साइज. हम अगर और डिटेल में जाना चाहते हैं तो
वैसे मैं कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ सर.
हाँ सर बताइए.
सर हम सर बहुत मिड लेवल से बात कर रहे हैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट वगैरह के बारे में. मेरे को नहीं लगता शायद बहुत से लोगों को पता होगा, या बहुत सर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सा हो रहा है ये.
मैं आपको बस ये एक्सप्लेन किया ना कि 5 लाइन ऑफ कोड से, ठीक है, 5 से 6 लाइन ऑफ कोड से आप कैसे एक डेटा को आपको इंटरप्रेट करना है ना. अगर आपको ये आएगा, अगर आप इंटरप्रेट नहीं कर पाओगे तो वो दैट विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम, राइट. सो हम पहले तो हमने बेसिक की बात की, तो अब हम क्या कर रहे होंगे, बस हम बस उसको दिखा रहे हैं कि हम अगर वेरिएबल्स पे आते हैं, हम अगर इंटरेक्शंस पे आते हैं, तो हमारे पास यहाँ पे होगा कि हम अगर बेडरूम के साथ डिस्टेंस चूज करें तो कहाँ पे हमारा कैसा चार्ट बन रहा है. तो हम ये बता रहे हैं कि सिर्फ 5 लाइन्स ऑफ कोड से आप एक चार्ट्स को, आप ग्राफ्स को, आप अच्छे विजुअलाइजेशंस को बना सकते हो. अब इसको बनाना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, इसको एक्सप्लेन करना इंपॉर्टेंट है. अब आप इस ग्राफ को कैसे एक्सप्लेन कर रहे होगे, आप इस ग्राफ को कैसे समझा रहे होगे, वो आप तब कर पाओगे जब आपके पास स्टैटिस्टिकल इंसाइट्स होंगे. ठीक है, अब ये जो एक ग्राफ है, हीट मैप जिसको हम कहते हैं, हीट मैप हम कैसे एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, हम मैट्रिक्स कैसे एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, हम काउंट कैसे एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, ये सब आप इंटर्नशिप्स के वक्त ही सीख सकते हो. आप ये एक वेबिनार में 2 सेशंस में नहीं सीख सकते. तो आप जब इंटर्नशिप्स के लिए आ रहे होगे, आप जब सेशंस ले रहे होगे, तब हम हीट मैप को एक सेशन में ले रहे होंगे, हम टेबल्स के बारे में एक सेशन में पढ़ रहे होंगे. तो वो एक लॉन्गर 3 to 6 मंथ्स का एक स्पैन है जिसमें आप ये चीज़ सीख सकते हो. समझे. आप एक वेबिनार में, मैं अगर आप मेरे को कहोगे कि हाँ मैं अगर कोरिलेशन बता दूं, मिसिंग वैल्यू इनपुट्स बता दूं, ईयर बिल्ट बता दूं, क्या मैं डेटा सेट्स के साथ रैंगलिंग करके दिखा दूं, तो वो पॉसिबल किसी के लिए भी नहीं होता. ना आप समझ पाओगे एक एक सेशन में, ना मैं समझा पाऊंगा. सो वी व्हाट वी हैव हियर इज कि हमने क्या किया, वी चोज अ डेटा सेट फ्रॉम मेलबर्न, फ्रॉम कैगल, वट एवर डेटा सेट यू वॉन्ट. ठीक है, उसके बाद हमने क्या किया, हमने 5 लाइन्स ऑफ कोड लिखे जिसमें हमने क्या किया, वाइड डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग जो है, वाई डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग हमारा एक लाइब्रेरी है. उस पैंडास लाइब्रेरी के अंदर इसका फंक्शंस आता है. पैंडास लाइब्रेरी को हमने इंपोर्ट करा, वाई डेटा प्रोफाइलिंग को हमने पैकेज को अपने सिस्टम पे लाया. उसके बाद उसमें से हमें जो पैकेज चाहिए था, इनबिल्ट पैकेज जो चाहिए था, प्रोफाइल रिपोर्ट, हमने उसको लाया. अब प्रोफाइल रिपोर्ट क्या करता है, आप जो भी उसको CSV फॉर्मेट दे रहे हो, आप जो भी उसको अपनी कंटेंट दे रहे हो, डेटा सेट दे रहे हो, उस डेटा सेट को आपको एक समराइज करके, वो क्या कर रहा है, समराइज कर रहा है सबसे पहले, फिर एक रिपोर्ट जनरेट कर रहा है, रिपोर्ट स्ट्रक्चर जनरेट कर रहा है, फिर उसको HTML फोल्डर में रेंडर करके आपको एक रिपोर्ट फाइल लाके, हैंड्स ऑन रिपोर्ट फाइल आपको लाके दे रहा है. सपोज इफ यू वांट इमीडिएट इफेक्ट, अगर आपको इमीडिएट चाहिए कि हाँ अगर आपको रूम्स के बारे में देखना है रिलेशन, तो आपने तुरंत एक डेटा सेट लिया, उस डेटा सेट के बारे में डिटेल्स निकाला, उसको उसके इनसाइट्स को आप कम्युनिकेट कर लिए. तो ये बहुत बहुत बेसिक लेवल का कोड है, ये मैं शेयर कर देता हूँ. जब तक आप इस पर प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे, आप खुद से एक बार ट्राई करो कैसे यहाँ पे डेटा सेट डालते हैं, कैसे इसका पाथ कॉपी करते हैं, देखो जैसे कैसे इसका पाथ कॉपी करते हैं, या कैसे बिना किसी और टूल के यूज किए. मेरा माउस कनेक्टेड है. मेरा माउस कनेक्टेड है प्लीज। हाँ माउस। हाँ नाउ इट्स गुड। कहाँ था मैं? हाँ लेट्स गेट बैक। समराइज डेटा सेट जो है हमारा, कहाँ थे हम? हाँ रेंडर एचटीएमएल। जो हमारा एचटीएमएल फाइल रेंडर हो रहा है ना, उसके बाद हमें क्या मिल रहा है यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली? हमारा जो सैंपल डेटा सेट है, वेट अ मिनट, हाँ ये सैंपल डेटा सेट है। इसके बाद हमारा यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट एक एचटीएमएल फाइल बन के आ रहा है। इसमें हमने क्या किया? हमने तो कुछ नहीं किया, हमने डेटा सेट उठाया, हमने उसमें एक लाइब्रेरी के साथ उसमें कुछ फंक्शंस लगाए, और वो फंक्शंस के थ्रू हमें रिपोर्ट आ गया। तो ये बहुत बहुत बेयर मिनिमम बेसिक एफर्ट्स लगाते हुए हमने एक रिपोर्ट जनरेट किया। आगे जो हमारे सेशंस होने वाले, जिसमें हम एसक्यूएल सीख रहे होंगे, हम डेटा एनालिसिस का जो पावर बीआई के टूल सीख रहे होंगे, उसमें हम पावर बीआई के थ्रू डैक्स के यूज़ करके मल्टीपल सोर्सेज से डेटा लेके कैसे डैशबोर्ड बना रहे होंगे, कैसे हम चार्ट्स बना रहे होंगे, ग्राफ्स बना रहे होंगे, हम वो कर रहे होंगे। बट आज के अगर इंट्रोडक्टिव सेशन देखा जाए, तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ ओनली 3 to 4 लाइन ऑफ कोड, you can get a profiling report, or how you can create a panda report from that। ये हमने एक्सप्लेन किया। अब आपको जो भी क्वेश्चंस है, मैं सबसे पहले तो मैं ये डेटा ये भेज देता हूँ मैं आपको चैट में।
सर इस सेशन का रिकॉर्डिंग सेशन कब तक मिल जाएगा?
ये सेशन रिकॉर्डिंग बाय टुमारो मॉर्निंग और इवनिंग मिल जाएगा। आप यूट्यूब पे चेक करते रहना, आपको मिल जाएगा। ये मैं इस डेटा सेट का लिंक भी दे रहा हूँ। यू कैन प्रैक्टिस दिस डेटा सेट बाय योर ओन। और गूगल
सर
कोलैब
ये अभी इसके बाद हमारी कोई कम्युनिटी बनेगी इस
कम्युनिटी
सेशन
हम
का?
कम्युनिटी हम बना रहे हैं। यू स्टे कनेक्टेड ऑन इंस्टाग्राम, हम कम्युनिटी बना रहे हैं जल्द। एक्चुअली क्या है, हमारा ब्रॉडकास्ट चैनल अभी एक्टिव नहीं है, तो हम जैसी कम्युनिटी बनाएंगे।
बेसिकली जैसे जो आज हुआ, अभी सर मेरे को ना थोड़ा लीव करना पड़ेगा इस सेशन से, क्योंकि मेरा कोई और
हाँ
सेशन भी है।
अब ये सेशन खत्म ही है, मतलब यहाँ तक मेरा था। इसके बाद थोड़ा बहुत इंटरेक्शन हम करेंगे। यू कैन लीव इट फ्रॉम हियर। आई हैव सेंड द लिंक्स इन द चैट। यू कैन check it from there. You can copy the code, you can practice the code, and I'll for my advice, अगर आपको थोड़ा भी ये ग्राफ समझ आ रहा है इन बिटवीन, अगर आप थोड़ा स्टैटिस्टिक्स के साथ फेमिलियर हो, तो आप ट्राई करो कि एक वीडियो फॉर्मेट बनाओ, कि that how you are explaining this graphs and this pictures to a stakeholder. Okay, this is the main part of it. Preparing is the 30% part of it, but explaining the statistics, explaining the correlations, explaining the visualizations is the 70% aspect of a data analyst. So you should be proficient enough to explain what you have interpreted and gathered from the report. Correct?
Yes.
So any questions, any doubts regarding this? Any other information should I share?
सर मैंने एक
सर रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर कहाँ पे हम लोग प्रोवाइड होगा?
यूट्यूब पे आ जाएंगे वो।
यूट्यूब पे सर, चैनल का सर लिंक दे पाए अगर सर,
चैनल
इट
का
वुड
लिंक,
बी हेल्पफुल।
चैनल का लिंक।
सर अभी आपने बोला था सेशन स्टार्ट होने से पहले कि आप कोई असेसमेंट करेंगे, देंगे।
हम
वो
एक मैं आपको एक फॉर्म चला जाएगा लिंक, उसमें जैसे मैंने जो भी परफॉर्म किया है, ठीक है, ये एक ड्राइव पे शेयर हुआ है। ये देखो आप, ये एक ड्राइव पे आपको क्या करना है, इसको ड्राइव पे सेव करके उसका लिंक देना है वहाँ, बस नथिंग देयर। और एक वो बेसिक एक फीडबैक फॉर्म होगा, वो उसी फीडबैक फॉर्म में आपको अपना ये सैंपल जो हमने अभी आज प्रैक्टिस किया ये कोड के साथ, आपको बस ये चीज़ प्रैक्टिस करना है, ताकि आपके आपके पास कम से कम एक सिंगल प्रोजेक्ट तो हो कि हाँ वी हैव यूज्ड pandas and we have made a profiling report out of it with the use of only 5 lines of code. Got my point?
Sir, we are using this four lines of code to get report, but the work of getting a report is of 2 to 3 hours for using pandas or Python or everything. And what is the extent of getting this analysis? Like use हो सकता है real world projects?
बिल्कुल यूज हो सकता है, बिल्कुल यूज हो सकता है। बट अभी आपने क्या देखा कि हमने जो डेटा सेट उठाया उसके हिसाब से रिपोर्ट आई। अगर हमारा डेटा सेट छोटा होता, अगर हमारा डेटा सेट में कम आउटलायर्स होते, डेटा पॉइंट्स कम होते, तो इसके चार्ट्स अलग बन रहे होते। करेक्ट? तो
Yes,
आप
yes.
उसको अलग तरीके से इंटरप्रेट कर रहे होते हैं. You should have मतलब your data analyst reports na only depends upon what data set and how effective data sets you are using, right? So it
Yes.
totally depends upon if you are having a huge outlier data set or if you are having a data points which are correlated in between them. Suppose we don't know what data set it is, right? So it can have anything in ranging between suburban regions, pricing, distance, anything. Like there are having multiple extent of this, right? So if we have just this amount of data, so our charts may or may not vary like what we have the charts here. Correct. Suppose
Yes.
we are getting very few outliers and very few data points here, right? So if we
Yes.
have chose the car and the year built, which year the car was built, so it might be depending on the data set what we have. It might the heat waves might be changed, the correlation of between the data might change. So it is one of the method to use pandas. There are hundreds of method to use pandas. If you work on a span of 3 to 4 months, you can cater every need and every aspect of data analysis. So I will my sincere advice is that you should join the internship if you are having an interest in data analytics, and you should come offline such that our trainers, me and Harshita, and can explain you a very profound path and roadmap and curate your data analyst journey.
Yes, sir. I know, and it was very useful session for me. But I live in US and I'm looking for a job. It's been 1 year in US. I'm doing my masters, and yeah, offline it would be not it would not be possible. But I'll try to do that in the
If it
online
is
internship.
if it
Hello,
is
sir.
if it
Sir, do you have any charges for internship?
if you have a feasibility of offline, you can opt for offline. If you don't have the feasibility to come offline, you can choose online.
Hello, sir. Do
Yes,
you have any charges for internship?
Let me hop in.
Hello.
Let me hop in.
Wait for a second, guys.
Hello, sir.
Guys, anyone know where is this internship is going to be? In
What's
which
up,
state?
guys? What's up, guys?
Hi, sir.
Turn on the
How are
cameras.
you?
Come on. Turn on the cameras. Come on, let's talk. अभी मैं सो के उठाऊं. I can take 3 hours session more.
Can you please
Hello,
tell
sir.
me when will be the next session?
What, buddy?
एक मिनट
When will be the next session?
Yeah, next section is going to be the next Sunday. Next Sunday, right?
Hello,
Next
sir.
Sunday.
Do you have
Maybe
any
tomorrow,
charges for internship?
12 p.m.
आराम से, guys. Okay.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Paraday. I'm good, bro. Paraday. Arijay, Vishal, Manoj, Drishti, Yogesh. Come on, guys. Turn on the camera. Let's talk.
हेलो सर.
क्या हाल है ऋषभ?
सर बढ़िया हूँ. सर आपकी इंटर्नशिप के कोई चार्जेस है क्या?
यार internship is just gonna basis on the charges of like 3 months and 6 months. वो मैं बता दूं अभी बात तो कर लें यार.
हाँ सर.
Let me verify.
आंचल ने पूरा का पूरा सेशन लेट के लिया हुआ है. देख लिया मैंने. Come on. योगेश, अरिजय, मंजीत, तुषार, सुमित, Ankit, Rishabh. Yes, come on. Turn your camera.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Ashwin, Pragati, Arijay.
Sorry, actually I was working today also.
जो काम कर रहा है वो फिर भी कैमरा ऑन करके चुपचाप बैठ जाओ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, माइक ऑफ करो. टायर्ड तो नहीं लग रहे तुम लोग यार. अब एक बात बताओ, ठीक है? Why you guys selected data analyst? Huh?
Sir, I have a proper answer for this.
सर
जहाँ देखो उसका ही है ना. जहाँ रील्स देखो, रील्स हर एक चीज डेटा पे बताते हैं.
हाँ विशाल बोलो. उसमें अरे नहीं अभी तो सो के उड़ा हूँ यार. करता हूँ मैं एक बार ना. रुक जस्ट. 9 बजे करते हैं. ठीक है भाई। क्या 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 बोलो बोलो बोलो।
Sir, in 2020, I have started my data science career, like learning from websites and all, and I have wasted 76,000 there learning the basics, and at the end I have to do a project, but I didn't get any support from that, and I have been applying in jobs and everything, but there also I didn't get anything. I have been wasted my 2 years of work in HCL, like bench पे था मैं.
Nothing in phase, bro.
After that,
तेरे को पता है तू बेंच में, मेरे को पता है तू बेंच में, कंपनी वाले को थोड़ी पता है तू बेंच में।
yes, sir. And that time I was learning and learning, but I was not able to do